Yeah, it's gonna be pretty confusing. Let me get this video up. Oh dear. What's the... That's wild though. That's genuinely not something I would have expected. Let's check out what the owner has to say for himself in a second. So first of all, let's bring up the subject of the matter. Yeah, it's not looking too good. I'm looking at everything he said, and it is genuinely... Wow. Bro goes from racist, looking at plantations as, you know, an example of us. Apparently we're a Roblox farm for him. Wow. Yeah, let's open up his server. That's what's happening. Okay, so that's what we gotta look at here. We gotta look at. That's not looking too great. That's not looking great at all, actually. When I say down, when I say damage, when I say that damage. Okay, so we got the first piece of the puzzle. Okay, that's fair. Oh, you're getting restored. Okay. Run down the situation. One of the game owners. Wow, scamming your fellow owners is actually kind of wild. See if we got anything that backs that up. Well, by the way, we got a lot of proof from a bunch of different streamers. Wonder if that's true. Hey, Luca. Taking a look at one of the owners trying to defend themselves. It's not looking great. Especially to leave open DMs about it. He even he purged the messages. Nah, Rev, you're not getting away with that, man. Purging doesn't work in fucking 2023. It's not even gonna work in 2024, mate. Rev fucked himself. Rev clowned himself, bro. Rev's... Oh, he's special. He's a special little boy who can barely break a fucking breadstick. Oh, feel bad for his parents who had to birth that soccer ball head. Okay, what are we looking at here? Oh, we're getting through all of it. We're getting through all of it. We're gonna see if he's actually a scheme. He's been ghosting you, has he? Basically, we're gonna put all this together on one big sheet, and then we're gonna do a big brain scan of all of it and tell you guys whether he's been scamming. Oh, never have you volume at 100%. I just realized that. Think of a sub, by the way, Lamaz. If I'm saying that wrong, I do apologize. We're just gonna get through this as fast as I can. I don't want to waste any of you guys' time, so I won't waste any of you guys' time. I'm actually saving you guys money. Thank you for the sub, by the way, INX. Luca, look. What we're going to go through is we're going to tell you if this is a scam. Now, currently, what I do know is in-game purchases don't work. Okay, that's happened with some games. Those games usually do restores, so the fact that this game apparently doesn't is wild. I'm going to section all the images on my screen so that you can see them all. And then that way, you won't have to worry too much about much of this. I just love downloading. I'll keep that over on the side here. Okay, so put that over there. Okay. Okay, we're taking a look at him fairly. We're fairly judging. One of the percents being set. Why are you guys selling game passes when the investors haven't got their percent? Wow, that's not really. I actually thought that guy was alright. I actually thought that he wasn't a part of this. Wow, he's actually no. You can see what he's doing as well. He knows what's happening because you would genuinely try to check. Thank you, Volta. Like you would genuinely say, "I'll ask." Like you wouldn't fucking go, "Oh, I don't know." Like you know something because of your rank in the server, bro. Don't lie. I hate when people lie about stuff like that. It's weird. I'll keep all the percent stuff in one little corner, and then I'll put all the allegations and stuff, all the proof of it, all up in the top, just so everyone has like a little photo collage. If anyone wants to make any content on this, it's all gonna be here on the screen. Yeah. By the way, I've made sure I don't make any money from this video, so it's fun. So they can't claim that I'm doing this for money or clout. At this point, I could be on their side. I'm probably not. Sean is a child, by the way. If you guys are wondering, he's very much a child. Hopefully not just mentally. Hopefully he's actually a child and that he's just going through something right now. And that this is not actually what he's like. Because if this is genuinely what he's like, his parents definitely regretted his birth. That's not me being toxic, by the way. I just thought I should be honest about my opinions. Free country and all that. Yeah. Fuck it, now he's a dick. You like really? I thought Rev was. I can't believe I thought Rev was somewhat normal. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. Are you kidding me? Oops. Like, look at that. Look at that. Instant ban after flex. He flexes 10k. Like, epic, dude. You scammed people. You could have made so much more money if you actually produced a genuine game. Thank you, by the way, Volta, for the sub. Thank you, by the way, Fan, for the sub. Sorry, I'll get to the subs in just a minute. I'm mainly focusing on setting this up for you guys, so you guys don't have to worry too much about any of this crap. This is probably going to get my role taken, but honestly speaking, if they take my role, they just prove my point. So I'll see how long it takes for them to take my role. I've been mentioned in the lobby. That's funny. Okay, let's see what's happening. Nice stream, man. I can't say thank you. Yo, random dude, thank you. Okay, now let me get this thing up. Should I put this? I'm running out of screen room, aren't I? Yeah, I'm gonna be 100%. If you're a moderator, this is gonna terribly destroy your your moderator-ism, and it's gonna ruin your reputation to the fucking ground. So get out of this as fast as you can and say that you left. Say that you left. It will help you so much. I've seen so many people lose like manager positions in most games, losing a lot of money because this owner, he ain't sharing. He's gonna pay you for a little bit and then he's gonna take all the funds and leave. He's just here for a quick bank withdrawal. Fuck, it's terrible. They can move. What did I do? Hurry up now. You guys want to have a look at my files? These are my files. These are all like thumbnail images. Where did I put it? There's the owner of forgot that game now. Heroes Awakening. Good game. Shout out to that game. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it as simple as possible. Sorry guys if I'm not paying attention to chat right now. I'll read everything in chat in just a moment. I'm just gonna genuinely get all this out. If you're a content creator, by the way, yes, this is all legitimate information. Use it to your... It's free to use. Completely free to use, so I'm not gonna hold you against it, and the owners can't hold you against it because they're the idiots who actually made it public. They didn't make it public. They had DMs and the DMs got leaked. So yeah, honestly speaking, look, especially if you're an owner, don't resort to anything like racism, Holocaust, I don't know, plantations. Don't say that kind of stuff. It gets you in so much more trouble when stuff gets found out. He tagged me? I know. What's he tagged me? Is he gonna... Mike, wait, hold up. Yo, wait, where is it? I got tagged somewhere. I can't find it. Has he deleted it? Did he delete the tag? What the hell? Where's this tag? I think he deleted it. There's this tag. Where'd the second tag go? There was 2 tags. Oh. Taking for V-Bucks for real. If you... Oh, you guys want to see something funny? Hold up. Where's the owner? The owner was desperate at one time. Where is it? Oh. I did delete it. Funny. I don't know about that. Maybe delete it faster. You really didn't delete it fast enough. Where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot of messages. Yeah, you're a bit slow at deleting, man. There are a few game owners you could take some advice from. Where's the owner of the game? Can someone ping him or something? I can't find him. They're not red, the other one. The guy who was talking about plantations. I think it was, by the way, dark. No, like, I didn't want to see it. Oh, okay. Pug, can you do me a favor and ping Sean? So... Oh, wait, Sean, that's his name. Thank you. Never mind. I'm good. I'm Sean. Oh, thank you. Yeah, bro, I had a memory thought, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, Sean. Here we go. Sean was one of my old giveaway participants. He is subbed to this channel, by the way. He used to pop into my HP streams, so he is also a recent fan. I recognize him, by the way. Yeah, he's a recent fan. More or less, so he's not recent. So he's from 2021, but he came back during Haze Piece. And Haze Piece was a couple months ago. He came in to say hi, and so did a lot of my old giveaways. Not just him, like a bunch of other ones did. Sadly, he has turned off his DMs, so if I send him something, it gets deleted. But yeah, just saying, he used to be part of a very interesting thing. Sorry. Yo, Pug, I feel bad for you, mate. Oh, wild. That's not the worst one. That's not bad though. That's part. It's not good to tell people to kill themselves, but like that's not that bad. Be nice to your streams, Rev. To your mod, so Rev. Okay. I can look. Really, you want V-Bucks? That's wild. Nah, I got like 600, man. I need that stuff for the Battle Pass for real, man. Nah, I'm joking. I got way more than that. Fucking a lot more. I used to be signed with Epic Games. Yes, and I'm not the local content creator, the big one, but it's still not that hard to be signed with Epic Games. It's like you get your own creator code and stuff like that, and then just every purchase you make, use underneath your name. Infinite V-Buck. Anyway, I've been pinged, and I'm trying to figure out where. So give me a sec, guys. Yeah. Thank you to Beetle, by the way. He's jumping into here and grabbing everything for me. I'll definitely have to help him later. Watch mods ban me. Honestly speaking, Luca, this game isn't worth it at this point. It might get good. Genuinely speaking, it could get good, but yeah, Pug gonna delete the server? Nah. Got pinged again. Why is your shitty mod sending the link in our DMs? We already got the videos. He's a better moderator than you, mate. You've been absent most of this conversation, and he's one of my moderators. Who are you? Hey Zit. Let's see who this guy is. Let's check messages. So he's not someone I know, so in my state of mind, he's currently a nobody. Please don't ping me if I am not talking to you. I'm talking to the bigger boys, I guess. Kaizen. Consider the grown-ups table when you're a bit older, mate. I'm enjoying your stream. Random. Yeah. Nah, you're fine. I'm pretty sure you've got nothing wrong with you, man. You're great. I like this guy. He's funny. Look at him. Oh, that roll against sport. Yeah, he's funny. I like that guy. Sorry. You can call me Sally. That is my name. Discord. Sally, is it? Oh yeah. Whoa! I heard a noise. I'm not supposed. Why can I hear a weird noise? Oh, someone got dragged up. I was like, I'm hearing a voice I don't normally hear. I was like, wait, am I hearing shit? Nah, okay, we got people in here now. Yeah, guys, we're in a podcast, by the way, at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, I heard the in-game purchases and stuff also went bizarre. Yeah, and then what? Look, making money, great, but why would you admit to scamming? Why not just actually fix up the game? You would make so much more money from actually just genuinely fixing up the game. Yeah, JJK Infinite is gonna floor you guys now, because JJK Infinite, unlike you guys, is an actual... It's not a scam. Everything works. Anything that breaks, they actually reimburse you for. Like, they've reimbursed quite a bit, actually, to anyone who has listed that they have bugs. Like, they rarely even ask, actually, so you could just say that you have a bug. I can't really put this anywhere. Sorry, I'm having a little brain fart. I'm trying to figure out where I can put this. You know what I kind of want to play now? I kind of want to play Valorant. I don't know why. Very weird. Heard your voice. Now I want to play Valorant. Yeah, okay. That's not going to work. Yeah, I know. They made a bunch of money, guys, I'll check DMs in just a moment. Feel free to DM me, by the way. I'll check them off stream and then I'll show them on stream if it's appropriate. Please understand, some DMs won't be shown on stream because not appropriate or... I see that and I click decline. You know who you are. So can I get unbanned now? Yeah, unfortunately, what's going to happen is if they do take my role in Kaizen, it's kind of going to not look great for them in any situation. Can you give me a puffle on Penguin Club, please? Penguin Club. You know, I never played that game. Yeah, look, my role being taken would kind of lead to not so good, because it just wouldn't lead well, man. It would make them look bad, because then it would look like they're trying to hide something. Everything on my screen, but it looks like they're trying to hide more. Like, if you guys have a look, wait, do I have it on here? No, I don't. So I'm just gonna go out this thing. Where's the plantation joke? I'll find it. This is an example of a joke you shouldn't make. Fucking wild. Why? Who in their right mind would make a joke like that as a game owner? That ruins your reputation, credibility, everything right off the bat. Can I show you Jujutsu? If you want to watch Jujutsu Infinite, man, I've just, instead of us hopping over there, honestly speaking, just I've got videos over here. Like, they're not that popular, but some of them are pretty good. The game's not out yet completely though, so it is paid access, but you currently can't pay for access because of Roblox and the recent hissy fit. Sorry, ignore my setup. Yeah, so currently you might have to wait till it's released, but it is going great. The amount of development that they've made in the past couple months is insane. Like, it's stupidly insane. They've got some of the most crazy devs working on it, and they're working like really hard as well. They don't respond to DMs because they're always consistently working. All right, can you show gameplay? Fucking yeah, free promo. God damn it. Fine, I'll show you a little bit. As you can see, there are transformations. Okay. This is currently testing. This isn't the final product, by the way. This is testing. The movement's fine. The movement's very smooth, actually. Responds nearly instantly. Oh, responds instantly. Thank you, Colin, not fake, which is great. The movements all work. There's buffs, there's dashes, there's moves, as you can see. There's ragdolls, damage numbers, combos, grab attacks, grapples, everything. Sorry, I'm going to close this now. Will they test again? Definitely. When? I have no idea. That's something I can't actually tell you. Hey, Pug. Pug, there's no way you DM me now, of all times, to say there. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm sorry, but that's fun. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Look. I can't show up for too long in case he sends something else, but I also content creator role ages ago. Nah, you're all good. Oh, gee, just the timing. Yeah, he's all good. He's all good. It's just the timing. It's just funny. You know what I mean? It's good you were making content on this, but I... Alrighty. Yeah, guys, just gonna say this. Yeah, if the owners take away my role, it just ruins their image. So thank you for all the warnings and stuff. Don't worry about it. They can't really do shit. They've caused this on themselves, and hopefully they understand that. They openly came out admitting it was a scam. They openly came out with that. That doesn't get any worse than that. And then the toxicity wasn't any better. Is your channel dying or something? Only 22 people? No, so Colin, what you'll realize is if you become a content creator, you'll notice no matter how many subs you have, your views are never one-to-one with your subs. It's usually around 15% at the highest, sometimes a bit more if you've gotten your subs more recently. When people sub, they eventually become dead accounts. What that means is people eventually stop using YouTube, or maybe they get a new YouTube account or so and so. Yes? So it's pretty much just people quitting YouTube. That's pretty much it. Also, I've been streaming for how many years? Of course some of them would quit. Some of my viewers are like full adults now. And have left. You know, because they got their own lives, man. You were seeking attention? No. I'm just warning people about a fucking issue, which is pretty big. I mean, they've scammed, what, 3.7 million Robux now, going up. Because it's pending, you know, so of course it's going up. Yeah. Honestly speaking, I wish the game would succeed as well. That person just sent me, but... Yeah, I'm just pretty much spreading awareness, mate. Colin, there's not much you can say that would be valid to be 100%. If you're going to be toxic, no toxic comments. It's valid in my opinion. I just don't care. I mean, yeah, nothing. Yeah, bro, the internet. You're like a soft spin. You're like a soft sponge on this internet, mate. Just go in the stage chat. No, I am in the stage chat actually. So yes, I'm in a different stage chat. I'm not gonna leave this one. If they want, they can come into this one, but I'm not gonna go into theirs. That's not how that works. They don't tell me to join theirs. I tell them that I'm gonna stay in here, and if they really want to talk to me, they can come into mine. I shouldn't have to do something different just to appease them. Yeah, that's wild. Pug, you're fine though. Pug's a great guy. I'm pretty sure this was just a joke. He might not be a great guy. I don't know him that well, but he seems mature at least. Or funny. I don't know. I don't dislike him, so that's something. Jeez. Thanks for the free promo, mate. Enough today to put your whole family on a plantation. That is so wild. Just sorry, rereading that. I'll take your role, Pookie Bear. Oh no! Oh, you'd never take my. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys an image without showing you guys who sent it, because this is funny. You know who you are who sent this. I don't want to risk you losing your ability to play the game. So of course I'm just gonna cut it out. Cut out your username. You know who you are. I'm looking at your DMs right now. You'll see the thing on the image. Okay, so this is probably the perfect representation. It's not just me, but replace that with content creators. If they get rid of all their content creators, they just ruin their game. A great example of this would be not Haze Piece, Pixel. Thank you, Francisco, for the sub. What's that game? Pixel Fruit or something. You know, like the pixelated One Piece game? Yeah, that one. You ain't getting that back. I'm not getting what back? Spins? Oh, you're not getting shit back, man. I'm gonna be 100%. They're not gonna give anything back. Oh, that's wild. Yeah. Do you think they can recover from this? Yes. Yes. Honest opinion, yes, they can. Yes. Easy recovery. I can actually give them easy recovery. Yeah, Pixel Fruit, yeah. It was actually a good game, but they kind of fucked up with the whole removing all the content creators that dislike the game. Because what you need on a game is you need controversy. You need people liking the game and people hating it. You know why? Because the people hating it will always find the bugs before the people who like it. They'll always talk about it. They always show it. That gives the game owners the perfect chance to know what to work on and what not to work on from their criticism. Beautiful. So Grand Kaizen, removing Corgi was probably one of the worst decisions because it has caused this whole situation. Especially this message here is what I'm talking about, by the way. Why would you do this? And why would you purge? You make yourself look so guilty. Why would you purge your messages? Like, why? Like, it doesn't make you look any better. Like, if you didn't do this, if you left those messages up there, you would have had a way better image. A way better image. Like, easy 10 higher score. Like, goddamn. Because deleting stuff makes you look more guilty. This is my guilt. Yeah, there are plenty of stuff, right? But, oh, mom, yeah. So the peoples. I was actually really happy for Grand Kaizen. If anyone was in the VC with me this morning, I was like, this game might actually be decent. It actually might be good, right? Because I wasn't going to say it's going to be cracked overpowered because, honestly speaking, I hadn't seen much on it. I was just a content creator for it. And then I get told, I'm like, okay, I'm excited. And then this happens. The game owners come out to be scammers. Not the game owners, sorry. The few of them who did scam. Not all of them scammed. The investors got scammed. That's unfortunate. Why do you scam your investors, man? They're like your money thing. Instead, once they re-release... That's what we think right now. Okay, so we've just gotten an update. Thank you to the person who said that. I'm not going to say your name unless you want me to. But currently, I'm going to go on the assumption that you don't want me to. The owners and devs... Okay, so spins can be given back. Okay, so... But how are you going to refund everyone's? That's just going to be a shit show. Like, at that point, people prefer to just quit than wait for their spins, unless they spend a shit ton of money. And I know that you guys aren't going to restore Corgi. I know for a definite fact that you guys aren't going to restore any of the content creators who you already banned. I know that for a fact, by the way, because you guys would have bad blood. I'm invested, yeah. I'm invested in this. I'm loving this. This is beautiful. I love seeing... I want to see them come back from this, though. I genuinely want to see them actually, like, transform this into... make, like, progress towards their game, you know what I mean? But... it's kind of not heading that way right now. So, True, what are you in the thing? Can you get me information on this, Machu? Also, investors and owners has been resolved. They're back. So, just give a choice. Yeah, but they're kind of forced into it. Yeah, but it hasn't been resolved. That's the whole issue. It's that last little message. Okay, yes, it's been kind of resolved, but that's not true, because what if they do the same shit again? There's nothing stopping them. They're just currently settling everyone down, and then what happens? They get a giant burst of players again. They get double the money. They get double the money, double bubble. They get double, right? By the way, double bubble, that comes from the gentleman. Stuff you, by the way, for whoever said that. And answer them nicely. Hardly any do that. No, I answer comments. It just takes me time when I've got Discord open, I've got my stream chat open, and I've got this stuff in front of me, and the ADHD's gone fucking wild. I hope it's at least plausible. Yeah, I hope that the game comes back genuinely as well, but yeah, they've made such bad decisions. Honestly speaking, Sean should just step down for now, and Sean should maybe quiet down a little bit. Ezra should stop talking as much, and then just leave everything up to like the devs to talk. Let the devs talk. Don't let the owners talk. The owners are ruining everything right now. Restoring spins. Not everyone's going to get restored. Anyone who they ban, they won't restore. I know that for a fact. Unless they do a mass unban, and which would take him forever. By the way, imagine how many restores are, like tens of thousands of restores. Imagine that. No one's humanly going to be able no one's going to want to do that. They're deleting YouTubers' videos. Yeah, bro. The fact is, I'm live streaming, so if they delete mine, it's not going to look great for them. They haven't deleted mine though, so they're doing great. They're actually doing genuinely great. By the way, guys, I'm in a podcast, if you guys are wondering. That's why I'm not joining theirs. Actually, I probably wouldn't even waste my time joining theirs. No offense. It's just, yeah. Thank you, Psyche, for the sub. Yeah, the reason why I named this was, this is wild. The Grand Kaizen is wild for this scam or not scam. The reason why I put not scam is because it could actually just genuinely be a mistake, and maybe people have misread it. But looking at some of the proof, they actually did try to scam. Okay, that definitely flooded their mind, because some people have gotten rid of it. Some game owners have scammed. Let's be honest, it's happened. What I want to see a comeback from this. I don't want to see a shit show going down. I want to see a comeback. What's this? Hi, Lockhorn. I can't exactly type here, so I can't say hi back. And I can't put emotes. Can I do anything? Can't. Yeah, so for example, perfect example here. Get developers to type in the announcements from now on and post all your announcements and in your update logs and so on. So don't get this guy to do it. Don't get choose fine. Okay. Get some of your staff members, like for example, what's this role? Game support. Get your game support and your developers to talk in announcements for your updates, and don't do the owners, because the owners always ruin it. They have a bad rep now. Having a bad reputation, shouldn't do that. Okay, there isn't a chance for a comeback. No, trust them, super. There is a slight chance for a comeback. It's not impossible. You got to admit, if they actually do release a good update, people would willingly play their game. It's just people will be sketchy about spending money on their game. That's the whole issue. People will be sketchy about spending money, and that's fair. That's honestly fucking fair. Anyway, thank you for the sub, by the way. The fact that like they admitted to scamming, and then it doesn't look okay. Again, drawing back to this doesn't look great. Let's get rid of this one, because this issue has kind of been solved. Okay. This here kind of been solved, but we're still going to leave that there because it hasn't been fully solved. The investor situation has been temporarily solved. It hasn't been fully solved. It's just they're in some sort of an agreement, but nothing's actually been pressed forward yet. And now words have been said, but nothing has been done. Does that make sense? Yeah. For example, this situation with this guy, completely fine now. He's happy, but he's still waiting for his payment. Thank you, Murray, for the sub. So yeah, nothing has been done, but yeah. Your subs to me, Colin. Wait a minute. I think I know. Oh yeah, you're the. Yeah, I remember me. Well, I'm just gonna say this. Of course, 700 people are 50,000 got scammed. At least I heard that there were 50,000 people who played on release. I might have been wrong. Don't hold me on that. None are deleted. Wait, doesn't matter. Making yeah. I can also see, yeah, you can see deleted messages. Very easy. The ones on my screen that are red, are deleted messages. So it's just that one and then a few others. I cooked it too late. Oh no. Nah, they're fine. Probably paying investors back off with the money they scammed. Yeah, probably. That's what they should do, genuinely speaking. They should pay off their investors and then try to get their public image back up, because you have to do it. If they don't do it by tomorrow, they're kind of fucked. Because by then, all the content creators' videos will spread around. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about the bigger ones. Especially the ones who are recording right now. I know some are recording right now, and the fucking hundreds of thousands of subs. It's gonna be wild. So yeah, you gotta be careful. 3.7 million Robux in 30 minutes. That's pretty cool. That's a good amount. I mean, honestly speaking, they were probably tempted by the amount of money that they got to just quit the game and never have to work on it again. Because to be honest, I'd probably have to spend a bunch of it to pay devs. That's my phone. To pay devs, Snapchat, and so on. So, and they're like, I don't really want to do that anymore. I'm just like, okay. I heard that Sean had something to do with this. Don't forget, mentioned buying Teslas. Yeah, what people bought Tester and never got to test. That's another thing that I wanted to they actually didn't test. That's been confirmed. Thank you. It's just for the sub. That this has been proven. This is the fact. That's me being pinged, by the way. So if you're trying to figure out what name that is to get that guy banned, it's me. It's literally Lachlan RD12, LACHLAN, and RWDY12. It's either 12 at the end. And that's a D, by the way. That's fucking up. Yeah. Well, 3.7 million Robux after tax still is pretty alright. It's not chump change. They might try to push it off as, but that's got a bit of Robux. Compared to real money, it's not a heap, but it's a decent chunk. Okay, so I'm genuinely trying to get some of these messages up here, but I don't know which ones to get up. Oi, Beto, can you post messages here that would apply? None of the investor stuff, because that's all been fixed up. Look, I'll be back into it. Oh wait, yeah, I'll just scroll up then, don't worry. I can't believe that they scammed the developers. That's... Even though they fixed it now. Yeah. Yeah. You get it, mate? You guys let a 12-year-old pass your moderation examination, bro. What are you doing? Damn. Yeah, damn. He's not happy. I'm gonna spam the emojis on the right. Oh man, it's very funny. Yeah, Rev made 10k. Yeah. Look, Jujutsu Infinite, decent game actually. I like it. It's a great game. But that's just my personal look. When it comes to games, not everyone's gonna like the same game, sure. But when it comes to a game like this that's scammed, yeah, hopefully they can make a comeback. But people are gonna be hesitant about buying stuff that know about it. This release is a good example of holding your money back until you, yeah. Sometimes I'll buy stuff right off the start of the game. I would have, if I played this game a little bit earlier, I would have started spending about an hour after its release. That's wild. Alright, I'm just gonna save this one. Good old adding to the collection. And put down in a nice little safe place. Actually, why don't we make ourselves like a canvas sheet? I used to use Canva for thumbnails, so I'll just look up. I used to use it for thumbnails and trading. Now I just don't use it. Okay, so add that one up there. So the fact that they try to attempt scamming was kind of scary. I would say to a lot of the investors, because imagine that you just spent your own personal money on the game, you've invested, and then they come with the big finger. Like that's kind of sketchy, man. I don't really know about that. Like that shouldn't be let go. Thank you for the sub, by the way, Ivan. Honestly speaking, yeah, they might have to cut some people off for a safe face. It's annoying how that's cut off, but unfortunately, all that we got before they deleted, for those messages got cut off. That's where they cut it off. Probably saving someone's name or something. That's fair though. If you've got a friend, protect them. Fit that one in right there. Look at this, guys. I'm making myself a little like sheet. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. A little detective's board. Yes. No. I think that's just about it. Honestly speaking, I don't think there's really anything else. I'm gonna be good. Beetle's currently AFK. He'll be back sooner or later. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna say this. If you ever say something, make sure before typing it that you're gonna back it up, because if you don't back it up and if you delete it as well, the TikTok flaming combat is, yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, TikTok will do that, man. TikTok will flame anything though, to be fair. Like they'll literally, like seagulls as well. They'll be mine. They'll fully tear a game apart. Like, it is terrifying what TikTok says, or like some of the stuff that people get away with. Pug, I'm gonna put this in, but I'm gonna remove your name on it just to save you. I'll leave you a little flash profile picture in the bottom there. I understand that resales will happen, but I'm gonna be honest, probably bullshit. Those people who told me though, I understand where you're coming from, but as someone who's experienced this kind of situation, they're not gonna restore all the people who lost data. That's a given. Don't be naive. Don't be naive, please. There's no point in that. Okay? Don't be dumb. Be smart. They can't restore everyone. Imagine trying to restore even 20,000 people's data. Using an admin panel, by the way. They want to use a single admin panel. Even if they got like a bunch of stuff, it would take them days. It would, if they were actually efficient, it wouldn't take them days, but let's be honest, they're not efficient. It's going to take them days. So I've just moved that to the middle of my desktop. There we go. Look at that. TikTok. Yeah, wow. Why did the devs tag you? They're just being friendly. Hi. Why did he tag you? If you need... Yeah, Luca, look, if any of you guys can see deleted messages, feel free to send them to me. All much appreciated. Oh, that's beautiful. Would you still want to play even if they can make a comeback? Personally, I'd love to play if they make a comeback. personally. So I'm reading DMs. Yeah, I hope it's true. At least it's plausible that it can come back. As of right now, resolved. This is beef. Okay, Pluto. Okay, Pluto's fine. ED is fine. They're fine. The investors are completely fine. Currently, though, they're a bit naive in the fact that they're trusting the people who just scammed them to give them money in the future. I don't. No, my friends. Giving them money in the future? Bro, he just tried to scam you. Get your money now, in front of everyone in that stage. Get him to send you money now. Get him to send you like half of it at least. Like, so you're not dropped off the deck, bro. I wouldn't trust someone after they just scammed me. People know that. I've cut off so many people after one scam. Like, if someone scams you, you probably shouldn't trust them again. You know what I mean? I've had people scam me, and I've just been like, no, not dealing with you anymore. Get my stuff back, and I'm leaving. I guess we will. And that's not me being like that. It's me being like, I don't want to lose any more shit. Like, genuinely speaking, takes time to get stuff. Yeah, no, bans are gonna do. Yeah, they're like easy shit ton of unwarranted bans, extremely amongst the YouTuber population in their server. But mostly part of the community. Worst thing they did on dev side is not letting anyone test progress. Yeah, and they paid for it? That's wild. What do I think would help them? Easy. As I said before, I'm gonna actually point out the people who you need to trust. I'd scam. Oh. Okay, this person who made this, you're beautiful, mate. You know who you are. This is going to pop up on my stream and it's going to stay on my stream. It's going to go somewhere. I'll get it. Aha, I found it. It's so weird finding corners on these things. Not corners, like little flat parts. Okay. So I'm trying to find that one little, you know, that little corner on the. Yeah. Come on. Look at that little corner. Here it is. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. All right. So I'm bringing up Stream Chat again. Rizon. Wait, what? Sorry, I gotta read that. So pretty much, I'm gonna show you on Discord right now what you can do. So really quick, anyone who DM me, I'm just gonna close your DMs in case they get leaked. So that, you know, I'm gonna make sure your DMs don't get leaked. Yes. Okay. So first of all, surprisingly, it's still up. That's good. That's actually good for them. That's genuinely good. That means that they're not deleting any more videos. Okay. That's good. You know why that's good? It's not, it would make them look terrible if they did. Okay, it'll make them look like they're trying to hide stuff. Okay, now moving on. These are the people you want to trust. So trust your devs, okay? Because they're doing your developing, even if they do try to scam, they're your devs. You need devs, okay? Rev, you're not a dev. Okay, I don't care what you claim to be. You may claim to be a head developer. Shut up. Stay out of this, okay? Sean, Sam, shut up, stay out of this. Okay, both of you sit in your little corners, be little man babies in the corner, okay? I don't care. Developers and your support, your game supports, okay? Make sure they have community moderation as well. So the ones with these two roles, all right, and only with those two, allow them to post updates and info on the game's progress. The reason is because they don't have that bad of a reputation right now. Thank you, Seba. Okay, they will, then that way they won't get flamed as much as you would. People, I would genuinely trust them more than I would any of these two. That's not me being a dickhead. That's me pointing out a genuine fact and my own personal opinion. Whether you take that or not is completely up to you. But it's, if you're on the honesty, you're going to get, mate. Well, actually, people have been flaming you with honesty. But, you know, what is this? Yeah, like, these guys are pretty much like that. Like, you gotta trust them, man. Because you're down your last legs. If they leave you, you're gone. I understand that some of the staff team is definitely not trustable, but the ones with like the support and the game community, you probably want to have them posting in updates, just because you're not that you don't have that good reputation right now. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll give him 5 seconds of my time and I'll join this for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I just wasted my time. I genuinely just wasted my time. I know 5 seconds isn't that much of a time. I understand that 5 seconds is like next to nothing, but the fact that I joined for 5 seconds and they're just scratching about was kind of disappointing. I think they were checking something and they mentioned an hour. They were so slow to push that. 5 seconds, I could get out of a sentence. But that's maybe just me. Look. Yeah. Good night, man. Good night. Have a great sleep. Hopefully this issue is resolved. I have worked as a dev before. I'm a retired dev. Yep. I've worked with so many games, I can point out what the fucking issue is instantly, and it's annoying to see games fuck up this bad. If you need any advice, okay, you could ask any content creator who has worked. I've worked with well over 100 different games now. I'm actually happy to say that. Okay, other content creators who have worked with a bunch of games will notice things that others don't, or they might have joined in on dev products before. Personally, I've joined in on a few. Okay. I wouldn't say I'm a very good developer, but I can do the fucking bare minimum of map adjustments and stuff like that, and making small maps. But, like, you know, simulators and whatnot. But what I can point out is, usually what they do is, whenever they have any issues with the owners being slandered, is, especially when there's proof of it, they get the devs and they get the game support staff, or that's the equivalent of what you got, to go over and explain the updates and everything. Stream was an hour. Yeah, we're still live. Still going. Yeah, honestly speaking, I'm just gonna keep doing until they get at least something from this. Because honestly speaking, they're killing a game that could have been great. It's very annoying. And the assets weren't terrible. The assets they currently have aren't trash. They're alright. It's just annoying that they keep getting stolen as well. May want to plug that leak. I was on stage 4 minutes and they said nothing, it was silent. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. They need to keep up with it, bro. It is 9 AM. I have been live streaming. I have been doing videos since I woke up, right? You guys saw, like, how long ago was I live? How long ago was I live, real quick? I was live 2 hours ago, right? That live stream was 9 hours and 30 minutes. You see, I have more energy than all of them combined. And I haven't even been having any caffeine, bro. I just had one little fucking short nap and then came here and I was like, do. You know. So on a scam game, yeah, it is a group of them scamming. They know who they are. I've shown who they are. You've just gotta be more careful. Whoops. Is this wasted potential? Look, by the way, guys, thank you to all the people who have been DMing me, by the way. So, for example, these guys, right, have been, like, supporting the game. Okay, by the way, this is kind of funny. I understand you want to support the game. It's a great game. What's that? Oh, that was weird. Sorry, my stream paused for a second. These guys here have been supporting the game. Great, you're supporting the game. That's great. And some of you guys are disappointed, but still have high hopes for the game. Like everyone who I have currently up here. Yes, okay, I have high hopes for the game as well. But I still need to warn people. It's a must that even if I have a small following, even if it's small, even if I can only reach 100 people, 300 people, so and so, I must tell as many people as possible the current issue so they don't make a mistake and then what? They can't get restored, they can't get their stuff back, they lose their stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it's unfortunate, but the game's got to learn the hard way, right? Now, I do just want to say this podcast, probably the best idea you could have come up with. The worst people who could have run the podcast are running the podcast. No offense. You guys are slow. I don't mean that in a bad way. You guys are just very slow. I joined there and someone else was sitting there for a little bit now and they're not getting any useful information. They're just going back and forth, the tail between the legs. Sorry, what was that? Honest? Nah. I wouldn't do a JJK, personally. I would do I'll do one of a dead anime, to be honest. Commonplace the world's strongest. Not joking. It would be a fire game. If anyone needs any game ideas, Commonplace the world's strongest. W. So much different abilities you can do, updates, etc. It's unlimited. Yeah. Yeah. What's that one Roblox game, SAO game that was really well made and then they just stopped working on it one day. Like a week into it, they just gave up and go silent. It was really good though to start. Alpha? No. No. I'm trying to think, what was that one SAO game? Jeez. Yeah, I played a few games. No, Relcy's gonna have a lot of issues. I know so. But behind the scenes, if the devs are not happy with their work, you can kind of tell it's gonna be bad. Also, they dislike having the devs didn't want to reskin, but they didn't have enough time. So yeah, that's why you'll notice in the trailer, especially the reason why they got flamed on the trailer was because how bad it was for the amount of money and time they put in compared to other games. It doesn't mean they've been slacking off. It means that the owner is unable to decide what he wants. The owner also is a bit creepy of that game. He went and visited a child. Oh, not a child, but compared to him, a child. Someone who was, what, nearly 20 years younger than him. He just went over to his graduation. I don't know. That's what it wasn't a child, no. Somewhat, the owner of LCs or whatever, like the brothers, they went over to someone's graduation. And how old are they? They don't even know them, by the way. They just talked a few times online. How old are the people? Are the Rel brothers? Alright, you're gonna have to figure that out yourself, but yeah, it's pretty weird. Also, want to say good morning. Croissant? What? Where does croissant come from? And yeah, it's not really a child, but he's graduation, so he's pretty much around 18, 19. And there's like a very big gap in difference. Now, the weird thing isn't that, right? You can be friends with people who are at least... oh, no. He went there, like, no, but it's not weird that he went to congratulate him. It's weird that they didn't have much or any interaction beforehand. He just saw him online and saw he was having a graduation and rocked up. Him and his brother. Do you not find that creepy? Like, okay, if I as a content creator had a graduation, okay, and then if a game owner who I barely knew or someone who I didn't know came over to my graduation, rocked up in suits, and just watched me that, and then try to chat me, I would feel creeped out, personally. That's just my personal opinion, I don't know. They could have asked first. Yeah, bro, they're going to someone's random graduation. Like, what? Like, getting a plane fight and stuff. Bro, that's creepy. Like, that... Oh, it's weird. Yeah, honestly speaking though, just keep these guys on the chat here and announcements. Yeah, because for example, if I scroll up, give me a second. This guy, yeah, is not looking great. Just for toxicity. Not exactly what I do. Sean here, keeping everything secretive as possible. Slightly mentioning, what's that word again? Plantations. As the metaphor is, we're the people in the plantation, and he's farming us for money. That was his analogy. Don't ever say that, because that is obviously admitting to scamming people. It can. Good to see you, man. Yeah. Insane. This guy is probably looking like a 1x1 breadstick in real life, so Pug, don't take anything seriously from that guy. Probably couldn't even break a twig if he tried with all of his might. Mahito, you fool Mahito, my boogie woogie technique is not dead. He's not wrong. I'm saving that, that's golden. You say it properly? It did, sexy. Alright, I got someone who enjoys, I know someone who enjoys those, so it'd be funny to show him that. Yeah. Rev, even if it's as a joke, mate, best not to do that. Plus, if I ever saw you do that in real life, I'd floor you. That's not a joke, by the way. I'd floor you, mate. Too bad Roblox doesn't have a scam policy, but they kind of do. What you can do is, guys, if enough people have scam reports on one game, what happens is, especially with Game Pass and stuff, is Roblox will force an investigation, so and so, and can not only get you your Roblox back in due time, as long as you report it within 3 days. 24 hours is usually the best. You just mentioned that, you know, did not give you what you paid for. I've gotten refunds from bigger games than this for said things due to clips I have of live streams. For example, Anime Dimensions, I went against them, and when they were popular, and they got their whole game investigated, and they paid me out more than what I spent just to get me to stop, because the whole fact was they released an update, it was shit, they didn't want to give out restores. That's okay. I'm gonna get a restore anyway. On that game, by the way, I've spent easy like couple grand. I enjoy the game. Okay, it's a great game. I lost my rolls, but I did not care. I was getting that restore. I feel like. Yeah. Genuinely speaking, if they do make a new game, I will make a watch out video and just be careful not to make in-game purchases, etc. What I'll probably do is when the game does drop, I'll be the first, but I'll go ahead and I'll buy something from the game, and then if it works, I'll say this works. You know what I mean? Just to prove that it works. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, and then we have a whole new issue of the game's back. So, how's my day? It's going right. It's going right. I've woken up. I don't want to have some breakfast, but didn't get the chance to do that because of this situation. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah. Some games are wild. Hey, I'll be back in just a sec, guys. So I'm listening to something, and I hear it. If only you could see my face. Dumbfounded. Not that the issue isn't that person singing. No. So whether they're handling themselves. First of all, they ask people to sing. Okay. That's great. Cool. You do you. That's not an issue. Maybe the fact, yeah. Maybe the fact of the matter currently is like the issue would be you're supposed to be talking about the game's issues, not making a podcast of people singing. And there is someone showing the developer screen, so and so. That's fair, but talk while you do it. Don't just clown yourselves. Look, at least they listened to my part about have some game supporters in there. It's fine. Oh, God then. Yeah, guys. Yeah, tomorrow's Christmas. Don't let this guy ruin it. That's wild. Sorry, I'll let you up here, DX, for a little bit. I believe it should have sent me a vote. What the fuck? Sorry, I swear I sent it in, but no, not sending. Oh, there we go. Sorry, that was so funny, I forgot to laugh. Sorry, I'll see you guys in that. Sorry, don't spam requests because it kind of deletes your own requests. Why? You could actually just say something normal. We went through 2 kids. So good. That was wild. We've officially been live for 69 minutes, guys. Oh no, now it's 70. Welcome back, Leah. Oh, well, it seems we have a bit of a detective in this sub. They're all on the podcast. Yeah. Anything that happens on Roblox, people just send me and it's beautiful. Yeah, thank you. Thank you to our moderator here for sending everything. Still can't believe they made themselves like what? So many things that they shouldn't have done, you know what I mean? There are so many wrong steps that you could have taken, and what did they do? They took them all. How do you take every single wrong step? I'm just gonna cover that so it doesn't say plantation anymore. Because if I cover that my little mushroom map, it should be fine. You are disturbing for that. Let's see what you did. That character is terrifying. I saw that in Bloxford, it's hard to run. Kaizen. What's it? I said Kaizen was dead. Actually, you know what? I won't question that. Probably meant to be. Yeah. Oh. Let me shrink my character. Yeah, it's linked to my face. Oh. Oh. Alrighty. Yeah, Leo can come up. He's actually it's been alright. Do you see block through its mid? Oh, I agree. As well. Yeah, guys, just be a tad bit careful when it comes to this. More or less an awareness stream. I'm sitting here with my notepad. Oh. Gotta write all this stuff down, you know. Wait, with what? Our DMs. We don't. Do we have any DMs? Oh yeah, no, the thing. What? If anyone has any questions, put them in live chat and I'll answer them when I get around. Yeah. I'll just do this on stream actually for a little bit. I'll be back and go upstairs and grab myself some food. Talk to my family for a bit. Be back. that. Now. Alright guys, I'm gonna go cook some pasta. I'll be back. Yeah. I'm back. Maybe let's have a tuna sandwich instead of pasta. Just realized how long it would take me to make pasta. What's happening? Kaizen. Alright, let's have a tuna sandwich. Oh. Yeah, we're still up. Yeah. I reckon I've spread enough awareness and hopefully, yeah, hopefully the owners have figured out what to do. More or less, keeping it short. Owners, shut up. Get your support team to do the messaging for you. They will probably word it way better than what you guys can. You guys, especially. Yeah, that podcast, by the way, this podcast, shit show. I joined it twice now. A talent show is the best thing that I know what's coming out of it. Yep. Yeah. So what have we learned? We've learned this guy's he's as skinny as a breadstick, a 1x1 breadstick. So he ain't winning a fight against no one in the server. The other owner, all of his comebacks is just racism. Yeah, Rolly, why? Why would you guys have a talent show? This talent show, no. No. You should be talking about the game more than what that. Like, you can have a little bit of fun, don't get me wrong. Have people get people to join up game, but game to give criticism. Constructive criticism. You want them to come in and tell them what they didn't like about your game, what to fix. Of course, majority of it's going to be bugs, but you need to know what the bugs are about. So what the hell are you looking at, bub? God damn. Let me stop watching it. But what you should do, is quite literally speak through your support team. These guys game supports. As long as they're game supports and QB moderator, speak to them. Make sure they have that purple roll, by the way. It's going to make them look a whole lot better. Right? But, yeah, just pick like 4 of them and maybe 2 devs to just represent you guys in the game announcements or server announcements, okay? Not this shit. I mean, this is probably what that guy looks like in IRL. Actually, that's probably a compliment, okay? But, scratching that, okay? Thank you for the valuable feedback. This guy is saying that right now. I know why he said that, by the way. I know why he said that. He had actually said that because he was getting shit on, and he realized what he had accidentally done. Majority of his DMs that were pretty on the bad side got leaked. You would know this, Rolly. You know this. You've probably seen him. So yeah, honestly speaking, the whole situation, especially with the content creation side, was mainly an issue with Rev. Mainly Rev was the issue with that. Sean was coming back as his little back buddy and being, talking about stuff that he shouldn't. The big no-nos, like Holocaust, plantations. Don't do that shit. Especially if you're a game owner, no point in pulling that shit out. Kind of just makes you look worse, especially if you're a game owner or any high position in the game. If it was just a random, I mean, no one would care. But again, the fact that the 2 owners straight up said, I keep actually clicking on the boost on. The fact that they straight up said we made our money get scammed is kind of a wild piece of just string there that people can just keep tugging on. Because no matter what they do now, they've openly admitted to scamming. Openly. Just they didn't even try to cover it up. Like they try to cover it up. But what you gotta say is, even if you delete a message, people can still see it. Discord is not that safe. I hope you guys know that. Deleting messages is jack shit. So before clicking the enter button, think before typing. Hence why I say get a different team to do it, like a game support team. What else is there all for? Then you've also got developers like yourself, perfectly like yourself, to do that, okay? It's perfectly simple. Yeah, okay. What, wait, hold on. There you go. He doesn't even deny it. It's a beautiful pot. Makes our job a whole lot easier, eh? Apart from that, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm just on here to spread around the fact that don't buy game passes. The game owners openly admit to scamming. They didn't decline that. I'm sending this to in the group chat log. Good. What? It's something that they genuinely need to hear. Okay. Yeah. If you're gonna send it to some sort of group chat, can you ping this guy here and tell him to maybe watch himself? He's a bit of a weird one. He shouldn't be openly going around telling people to kill themselves, especially his own stuff team or any of his communities. Tell him to expand his fucking vocabulary. Probably doesn't go out. I get that he probably doesn't go outside a lot and stuff like that. He closes. I don't have that experience. I go outside. Yeah, nah. He's I despise that guy. Don't check Jujutsu General Infinite. Let's take a look at Jujutsu. Jujutsu Infinite General. Yeah, like at Rev, buddy. Gonna yeah, that's well. Yeah, one night. Oh. No, there's no point in feeling that fire. Yeah, just tell him, like, just tell both the owners, or people who are actually in charge. Yeah, hold up, moderators are asking what happened. Hold up, someone needs them images that we have thy saved. Yeah, I spelled investors right? Yep. Always spelled right, but Alright. I feel like every game that calls itself the killer of a more popular game Yeah, they always end up being cash guys or scammings. Scammings. Now, I don't get why you would, genuinely speaking, you'd make more money off not scamming. So why become a scam game? Why not actually use your brain? Even if you only last for a month, you would have made way more money. You're dumb. The owner of the game is... Ready. Both of them are dumb, I should say, but more or less mainly Rev. I actually thought Rev was somewhat innocent at the start of this, and then everything got sent to me, and I was just like, never mind. Never mind. Like, and of course, the moderators are also getting, like, shit sent to them, right? Some, not all of them, but some of them would be. Happens with every game. People send, like, death threats or something, right? It happens, okay? No matter what kind of situation, death threats can come in shapes and forms, whatever, right? Instead of accompanying his staff team or whatever when they get him, he goes, "Oh yeah, just take your own life, man. Do what they say." Like, fucking hell, man. Well, I mean, in my opinion, there's a life coming back from that for that owner. This game coming today, the game already came out, man. They scammed 50k plus people of 3.7 million Robux so far. Because it pens, because Robux is pending, it doesn't tell you the final amount, so it's over that. Like, it's a lot over that, but like, that's how much is pending. That was in the first 30 minutes, by the way. In the first 30 minutes of the game, they had scammed people of 3.7 million, apparently, allegedly. More or less, the owner has actually kind of confirmed this himself, but he could just be lying. And no refunds, no restores, nothing. They claim that they might do a restore, but then again, how many people did they... You see, this is what happened, right? People were claiming that they got scammed. People were just... yeah, Jujutsu Infinite's great. They actually do restores if there's any bugs. They're great. They're good with their community. That's why they don't really have much issues. The only issue Jujutsu Infinite actually has is people are unhappy they can't get the game right now, but that's because it's in testing, my dude. It's testing. The game's in testing are fine. Jujutsu Infinite, though, if you want to watch any content, I posted a few things on it. So if you just want to go skip around, see if it's for you, go ahead. But I'll get back to explaining. We're in Kaizen again. They scammed so many people in such a short amount of time. Okay, allegedly making 3.7 million in the first 30 minutes. It's quite a bit. A handful. No, that's Robux, by the way, not actual money. Wish it was possible. Wish it was so accessible. No, honestly, it's not hard to get 10k subs. It just takes time. Yeah, I just genuinely can't believe that. Yeah, well, scamming your investors is wild, though. Like, and then making them make a statement claiming that they're not being scammed when actually you forced them into an agreement. Basically what's happened is the investors are now claiming that they were that everything's good now. What's actually happened is the investors now trusting the people who scammed them to not scam them when the game re-releases. So they're going to re-release the game, or they're planning to, and so on, so just so that they can let they're hoping that it all dies down. And then they do release the game again. Let's just say that they do release the game again. What's stopping them from just doing the same shit again to the investors and everyone? They've just made double money. They've just made more money, actually. Like, what's stopping them? Nothing. Once someone scams once, that they do it again, usually. They do it a few times. Fun fact. Anyway, yeah, can one of the moderators do me a favor? When you guys get the time, type in cheese here. You make sure you use the cheese emoji after it. Don't ask questions. CC rec, okay, with these okay on TikTok 30k 15, Twitch 7, decent. No staff to be ranked. Begging for staff from now on. Staff blacklist. Wait, I hope this isn't true. They're banning their investors. That's wild. One of their old investors, to be fair, this was last year. Some messages that came up from last year. They banned some of their old investors. That's wild. Oh, so that explains some of the... Because I noticed that they're mentioning some investors that hadn't got their share. Like Pluto. Oh, because they got... Okay. The ones that they banned, the one like... Wow. Okay, Husky, the game was unplayable. It had a huge amount of bugs. All purchases were bugged. Wisteria was not that bad. Wisteria was actually pretty decent. Honestly speaking, the game was functional. The quest worked. Purchases, most of them worked. Whatever didn't work, that they refunded. Yes, I understand Wisteria was a flop, but yeah. They just let me on the main stage. How'd that go, Diamond? Hold up. I'll be back. Ready? Let's take a look. You know what? I'm gonna check something. Like legit, what's stopping them from doing it again? You guys go. I'm gonna show this late. Because... Okay. No, why don't I mention them? Hold up. Found them. What's the game called anyway? Again, yeah, it's called Grand Kaizen. I keep forgetting that it's Grand Kaizen because it's such a weird name with a Z. I don't know why. That's genuinely wild. Wait a minute. He is watching my video. Piss off. Watch my video. No. We'll okay. I just want to do that. Yeah, he is. That's quite a bit of money. He's actually scammed a lot more money than what I thought. You play games in stream or no? Usually, yes. So usually we play games. Okay, I'll do a quick rundown for you. We've done Anime Fighters. We've done pretty much all the anime games. That's decent. Heroes Awakening was a recent one we did. Jujutsu Infinite, Haze Piece. You can see Haze Piece. We did that today. PvP, etc. Hold up. Yeah, we're mainly doing Jujutsu Infinite though. Covering that. Good game so far. If you want to take a look at the Jujutsu, if you want to see if this game is good for you on release, you can just take a look. Still going underneath development though. What the hell is Derelict Seas? Hold up. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. This is such an obvious scam. You wanna know why? Because this game exists. I'm not calling this game a scam per se. But it ain't what it was supposed to be. As one of the testers, you would know what's happening with that game right now. It's called The Nothing. Guys, so this is the current situation with the podcast of the owners. Rolly, you've done nothing wrong. Don't worry. So Rolly's probably the only innocent one here. Maybe. Yeah, so I would say this person can also get away with it. The only thing that I'm a bit confused as to, like, why is the owner even in here? You might as well leave, mate, if you're going to be deafened. He's been deafened the whole time, by the way, and muted. I haven't seen him talk or unmute. You can tell, you can see, like, on the side. At least have some other game moderators or something happening. Don't just have a dead thing, because people join expecting you to give some sort of reason as to why they'll scam, and you don't. Again, these two, nothing wrong. This guy, yeah, just leave him. Well, possible the game could make a comeback. Very unlikely. Just being honest, even if it's brutally honest, I might as well be. Like, it's not impossible to make a comeback though. It's just. Let's check. Can I check suggestions? Suggestions. Rev started talking and he started saying everyone got scammed, then said JK. What a... He's dumb. Like, if someone clips that, then they've just got him saying everyone got scammed. Then it's his word against an audio clip. Like, even if someone did cut the full thing, it's just like, but he still said everyone got scammed. As someone, when you're making a game, you don't say, I just scammed you all. Joking! No, because that means the thought crossed your mind. That's genuinely what it means. It means the thought crossed your mind about scamming so many people. That means, no, and plus he did. There's proof of him doing it. So, I would love to actually get a clip of that, actually. I'd love to actually hear what that twig has to say. I won't leak tester announcements, but I'll take a look at it myself. Why do they have tester announcements if people couldn't test? That's probably the realest question. Whatever. They posted your live video as well as started saying something about it. I don't know if you saw. To be honest, doesn't matter. Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's almost Christmas. It's not Christmas yet, but it's a bit early for Christmas. Christmas is tomorrow. Now, it's like Christmas Eve, whatever. Who cares if they say something about my video? Honestly. Okay. I'll run this through. These two people here, alright, I don't care, I'm leaking test chat, it's tester chat, there's nothing confidential on there. The only confidential stuff would be in updates, announcements, and polls. Okay, so shut up, staff team, it's nothing bad. Okay, now, I'm gonna go over this real quick. I'll give them a chance to type anything in there. Oh, keep clicking that one button. Rev, these two have no right to criticize anything I do or say. Their commentary is no more than utter trash on the sidewalk. Yeah, you can. Yeah, ping that. Oh, sorry, ping a desktop. So you guys might get that by now. I'm not bothered by anything they may say or might do. Anything they attempt to do to me will only prove my point and get them in more trouble. It is unfortunate to do that. Why is there even a stage? I got the same question. See, if you've got your staff questioning your mode, like what you're doing, that is wild. That is wild. So, yeah. Props to this guy for figuring it out. Okay, now next. Okay, we're gonna move on to the little bit. I understand that they've hired some of their moderators are a bit special. I get that. Some of them are great, but some of them are special. So not all their moderators are bad. That's the only good thing that they've gone for. So what I've been saying is use your moderators in the announcements, okay? Okay, I'm gonna just draw back to this. Even if these two say something good about me, that's like a grain of salt. It doesn't mean shit because I don't want to take any compliments or any hate from them, or I'm not going to take any because of who they are and what they've done. They're nobodies who have just scammed 50,000 people. And now they're nobodies who have scammed 50,000 people to become somebody. Is a good catchline. I'm not kidding. That's pretty funny. Cool. Yeah, but yeah, Merry Christmas, Luke. I don't believe it's Christmas over where you are, though. I believe it's still Christmas Eve. Unless some people celebrate Christmas early, then that's Merry Christmas then. Someone's playing T mod. Is it actual T mod? I don't think it's actual. Might be. Doesn't look like actual T mod though. Oh. Let's listen in again. Let's take a look at what they're showing now. No, it's still, they're just AFK. They're currently hosting an AFK thing here. they've disabled this Ace. Oh, one of them's better. No. Yeah, you're gonna head out? Yep. I don't blame you, man. Yeah. Not looking too great for him. Currently, Rev's in here by himself. He's not at his desk. He's just opened a podcast to make it look like he's making amends, but he's not actually. His opening lines were, "I have just scammed you all, JK," and then dip. That's wild. He's apparently, I missed it, but apparently he spoke out my content. I don't care whether it's good or bad. Big man. You're an assault. So he's currently in there by himself. I'm gonna take a photo of this. This is wild. You don't post images anymore. Dad. Oh no, you can. Oh no. I actually know Holy War X. Yeah. Nothing being linked by the premium chat. It's just a separate chat area for people who pay for a role. Not that I had to pay for it. Okay, what's happening in the Grand Kaizen development? Yeah, I love how this is the development podcast. Yeah, there's a lot of development going on. Is it his brain cells decreasing, or that's a development? Them increasing though would be a national what celebration. God, I want to sleep. Hey, Pluto's back. They gave him the owner role. Wow, he didn't have that a minute ago. That's funny. Give him a few roles. I think they just hit him up with every role they could to get everyone to stop complaining about the investors. I think all the investors got a bunch of roles. Hey, why did you clear my video? Okay. Wait, don't clear my shit. I can. I'm keeping this up for them. It's like, don't delete my shit, man. It's wild. I'm gonna test the theory. Took it away. Warning content creators, they're trying to delete all your videos. So get back to posting. I'm just gonna watch them take my role at this point. It's gonna be funny. Pretty much we're just staying here until something happens. So either they make amends or they make themselves look a lot worse. One of the two. Oh. It's usually one of the two. Yeah, guys, by the way, development is very fast right now. Yeah. Yeah, so welcome to Grand Kaizen's development. As you can see, it's proceeding beautifully. Fiona has yeeted. Podcast to show off his development. His opening line was, "Haha, I have scammed you all." Literally, that's what he said, and it's gone deafened. Now, there was apparently a JK after that. Yeah, I get that. As well as, you try to give content creators advice on their content. Yeah, not gonna happen. Not looking too great for him. He's also trying to delete our videos in his own server. Fair, it's his own server, but it's not gonna happen until he removes our roles. Yeah, unfortunate. Quite literally, I'm gonna keep posting until I can't no more, because I'm not reposting it. No, when they delete it, then I post it, so it's technically a first post every time. Can't believe this was what they claimed it to be and it wasn't. Oh goddamn, got some stuff there. Yeah, let's start watching this guy's podcast. It's giving me brain damage. Thank you for the sub, by the way, Daniel. They're trying to take my video down. Yeah, that's funny. They keep deleting it. I'm currently in a deleting and reposting battle with them. They're in server. Uh, yep. They deleted it from their server. As well as I got a notification that they're trying to report it. Yeah, it's not getting taken down, by the way. YouTube doesn't like those notifications. On the where? What do you mean the red Joro? What? Think of a sub, by the way, Arthur. Hold it, let me turn this guy down. What do you say? Azure? What's that? Oh yeah, they're trying to delete all of our videos. No, they didn't keep mine. You can see that there's a little message. They deleted it, so I reposted it. Yeah, but they can't do that. They don't have majority assets of the game. Honestly speaking, though, they could just mimic. I'm gonna be 100%. All the assets in the game have already been copied and transferred to another game. I can 100% guarantee you that. I know that they've been taken already. Yeah. What? Look at my phone. They locked every single chat too low. Yeah, yeah. But they keep trying to take down my stuff. It's funny. Just gonna watch it. Thank you so by the way, collects. You're good. Video Kaizen. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep watching that and then see how long it takes them to take that down. Yeah, guys, if you're a staff member, you're just making your owners look bad, man. Worse by deleting people's videos because it makes it look like you're trying to hide shit. And among other things. Yeah, I would have ended my stream by now if they hadn't have done that. So I'm going to continue my stream just to piss off the people who attempt to delete my video. It's wild how there's actually people like this. Oh yeah, true. Yeah. What do you mean? What? Animated Adventures getting deleted? What are you talking about? Nah. Oh, deleted content? No, it's not deleted. It's No, I know what you're talking about. No, they've got copyright material in the game, so it just says content deleted, but it'll be back soon. So a bunch of games got targeted like that. Most of them have come back up. It's just they've got to release an update. They've got to reskin everything, like absolutely everything. So Anime Adventures, yeah, they'll be fine. No, any anime game that gets taken down, as long as they release an update, they'll be fine. They just got to change all the skins and the names of the characters. Oh no, Husky, you could definitely put up a decent fight in a lawsuit against this game. Definitely. Because they've gone against their own terms of services, so you could put up an argument. Nah, I didn't like it. I'm surprised Broken Arrow Roblox hasn't been taken down. It's got the most copyright items I've ever seen. Thank you, Enaru, for the sub. Sorry, what did you say? Yeah, but Project Hero's trash. No, I'd scam? Yeah, that's wild. But they didn't get into copyright issues. Before they go into any copyright issues, they go into a scamming. They're going into a scamming issue. They're having a live with all the big YouTubers. Why? It's not making them look any better. They're just gonna get themselves flamed. Thank you, Derp. They're just gonna try to appease them with money. Grand Kaizen scanned 50k plus people of over like thousands of. Yeah, look, in 30 minutes they made 3.7 million Robux, and at 30 minutes, and yeah, it was all scam. So they got, they're up for like a couple of hours, and yeah. So sad. The game would be the best JJK game. The owners, yeah, it's pretty bad. Nah, they're all pretty bad. I've gotten some fucking screenshots of them all doing pretty nasty shit. They all knew what was happening as well. Oh, the owners, both the owners as well. Guys, there's nothing holding them in place. Oh. Bro, okay. Suba, you're a community moderator, right? Why are you joining a podcast and muting? You're the same as Rev right now. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh. Gonna jump. What did I do? Oh. Join channel. Speak on stage. Okay. Give me a second. Let's replay the old. Yeah. Okay. 250k as well. Pluto. Sorry, Killer. What are you talking about? Where is this live stream? Grand Kaizen. What is this? Here. Live. And on Discord, yeah, it might be better. I'm the only one who's live. More people could easily sue 100k. Well, yeah, they definitely could sue for the false information scamming and stuff like that, like you could with a regular game company, because technically they do count as a regular game company or development group, even if small. And even if they haven't made as much as bigger ones, yeah, no, definitely. It's definitely grounds that you could push them into court at least with. Thank you, Bacons, for the sub. Grand Kaizen's still releasing though, even though it's a scam. I believe they're gonna attempt the re-release. Check Discord. I haven't received anything on Discord via DMs. Or did you ping me? Thank you. Oh, it's live. You guys want to listen to the podcast? Hey Lachlan, so the original devs are still gonna release the game, right? Hello, call me daddy. You go. I'll let you guys listen.
The new game that we made whatsoever, all of that was done by me, Sean, and Pluto. And so, while I feel bad for Johnny because he got fucked over by Jovan. I mean, for the new game that we made, we rescripted everything. We have like all new assets. We have a whole different dev team. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, it sucks that Johnny got fucked over by Jovan, but I personally don't feel like we owe him anything.
So that's practically what Sean had said. He can only take so much out of his pocket to reimburse, and that's true. I mean, I think it just sucks. It's a terrible situation. I think there definitely should have been contracts between everyone to prevent something like this, but technically you're not breaking any laws unless you're using assets that were paid for by other people. And actually, if Johnny
Yeah, I'm gonna stop him right there. He skipped over something. So currently there's grounds for Pluto to sue. Not Rev though. He can sue the other guy who scammed him. Yes, technically. Sky has missed the smaller detail of the players. What about the players? The players have just been genuinely scammed. What about them? He might get to it later, but I'm just going to cover it now. Players have been scammed with millions of Robux. Of course, it's not one person spending millions of Robux, it's spread out. So the players should at least be entitled to some sort of reimbursement. Their money back at least with, like, let's just say an in-game code as well with, like extra stuff going along with that. So I'm checking your DM. But yeah, it's just a shit show. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys listen back to them.
Both of those just because I was the one who took both of their roles and I was the one who banned Corgi. I'll talk about Nasu first. When it comes to Nasu, the game was in a closed testing stage. This was when early access was happening and YouTubers had access to record on the game. We had made a couple of different announcements saying that like the PvE aspect of the game wasn't ready, and like we basically asked them to, one, if they're going to record on it, just put a disclaimer at least. I mean, that's not even necessarily required, but just like as long as they keep in mind that like the PvE aspect wasn't done at the time of Nasu's video being recorded. What's that?
Okay, I want to bring up the guy who had brought this up, but Mist, if I bring you up, please please don't go crazy, because I will remove you down. So what's your Twitter, Mist? So I know which one you are. Just shoot a request to speak and I'll accept you. If you can hear me. What's your Twitter? I'll bring you up. Yeah, just let me know your Twitter so I can.
One thing I also just want to draw back on, the fact that the owner is so toxic towards his own staff team and towards his community, telling them to take their own lives after they made a request to get their stuff back, and then him going on about how he made money off them. That's not something you should do, okay? But yeah, anyway, let me bring this back up. So I should add that in. Welcome, when is the game going to release? I've been waiting. Yeah. Been waiting for around 2 years. Okay. I assume this game's getting, I don't know, you're gonna have to wait for the announcement here. I don't know when this game's re-releasing. I believe that they're gonna do a re-release because the first one flopped. Who is the scammer? So currently it's Rev and Sean. Rev and Sean. You already know. Yeah, they blatantly scammed. Alright, let's go back with it.
However, when we let someone have early access to the game so they can record, we make multiple announcements about it, and he completely ignores that and just shits on the game the entire time. Yeah, I took his content creator role, and I took his access away from the game.
So I see what you're saying, but I mean, the game was in a terrible state. It's not out of line for them to say that. And I mean, I guess you have every right to remove them, but it does seem kind of whack, especially like with how the game was released as it was. So I just invited Nasu up here because apparently he was one of the people who were removed. Nasu,
Sorry, I can't hear you. One sec, my audio just died.
Oh, you're good. I'm still trying to get Mist up here, but it's not working. So I don't see his name.
Oi, those people doing that investigation for me, thank you. Thank you, Lit, for the sub, man. Now look at this. Even Pluto's questioning how I got their DMs. That's beautiful. Yeah, I got photos of all you guys' DMs, so I know what's happening to the fullest. Anything I say, I've read over all the DMs. Straight up.
It's like a younger demographic, but it is common practice that if a game does give you the opportunity to, you know, test your game, have early access to the game, there are certain stipulations that you can and cannot do. And I feel like, you know, on Roblox, especially on content creation wise, a lot of people misinterpret like what is hate and what is criticism, or what is just like straight up trashing a game. Now, I didn't watch Nasu's video, but if it is to the extent where it's like you're overly just like degrading the game, like people have to understand as content creators, we have a lot of influence. So if all these people don't have access to this game, we have access to the game, and then we come out there and just all we're doing, instead of giving valid criticism, is just trashing on the game, then I mean, you can see the pieces and where things are going and how that's going to affect people and even the state of the game in the future. So I will say, in my opinion, I do respect Rev's decision in this, and I'm on his side. As far as what he said, now, like, I don't know what Nasu's gonna say or how he's gonna defend himself, but like I said, this is something that needs to be cleared up a lot more in this space, because a lot of creators just make videos and they're just straight up talking trash.
So I think that's fair. I was under the impression this was after launch. So this was before. This was
before launch. Yeah, that was before launch. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, games are not in a ready state at all. I mean, if it was like a day before launch and they're saying they're going to launch tomorrow, I think, yeah, I mean, if you have the opportunity for early testing, it's a bit like you don't want to be shitting on them too much. But at least if you're going to shit on them, like, probably do it in a nicer way if they gave you that opportunity. But it's also not like you're giving them a golden apple. I want to point that out too. The content creators are the ones giving you the community, so it is a mutually beneficial thing. So yeah, I mean, that's a touchy subject. I think it's really subjective as to what people's opinions are, but at the end of the day, Rep did have every right to remove him if he wanted to and didn't want him to be a part of that anymore. That's his thing. I mean, they had every right to do that. So that's my opinion on it. It's being fair.
Which, like I said, I have no problem with criticism whatsoever. I mean, Vex was just talking, and I have to say, I loved watching all his videos on the testing phase. I think he was super respectful. Yes, he acknowledged. He gave criticisms on the game. However, it was actual constructive criticism. It wasn't simply trashing on the game the entire time. However, Nasu's video was him trashing on the game from start to end. There was no real constructive criticism. He was calling the game shit from start to end, which is why I decided to make that decision. And again, like you said, it was before release as well. It was during a testing phase when obviously not everything was ready. We made that very clear. All the PvE aspects, we said that they're not ready, and we'd prefer if you guys didn't record on them, but at least just keep that in mind that they're not ready if you do decide to record on them. And he decided to use that in his videos as a main point as to why the game is terrible to him, and he was just trashing it from start to end. So that's why I made that decision.
Gotcha. Apparently, Corgi wanted to join up on here. I'm not sure if I see his Twitter. Corgi, if you can hear me, just request to come on as a speaker and I'll get you on here. But it might be broken because I accepted a few people and I don't think it worked unless they left and it's not working now. I do want to point this out, and this is a lot of the reason why people have a bad perception of Sean right now, and I think rightfully so. Here's one of the screenshots, and Jameer, if you're listening, you should probably get those other screenshots that you were talking about. But one of the things Sean said was, and this was after the launch, profiting off it. He said, "Thanks for the free promo. Made enough today to put your whole family on a plantation." He said that in reply to Corgi.
Oh, he got that from my stream.
So
I'm
I
just
don't
going.
know.
That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's a crazy statement right there.
Yeah, and thank you, Desive, for commenting next. That's where I got it from. Got the screenshot, so anyone could go look at that if they want. It's in the comments of this Twitter space. Let me see if Corgi is trying to join now. If I can
Hold on,
see.
I'm gonna send all. I got them.
No, I still don't see it. Oh wait, there we go. Corgi. Corgi, is it working? Hello. No, it works fine. I can hear you good.
So what's up?
Mist had said you wanted to join up
No, that
here.
little shit is instigating.
Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, if you want to give any input on any of this, or anything that Sean said, because that's what I was just talking about.
I don't care what Sean said. This thing with Rev, bro. How you gonna get mad at Nasu, bro? When I asked you not even a day, 3 hours before to finish uploading the test plays, and you didn't do that. So there's a reason why the criticism was there. You didn't upload the test plays at all.
Hey man, I have to say, like, Corky, like, I'm not mad at you whatsoever. I think how I reacted was immature. I'll give you that, but I genuinely don't have an issue with you at all. I was just fucking with you. What you were talking, you said like stop hating on the game. I said ironic because I was watching your stream and you were hating on the game the entire time.
Of course.
And that's just kind of how that, which again, you know, I feel like that's justified. The game had a release. It was an incredibly horrible release, and I will say like your hating was justified. But yeah, no, I don't really have an issue with you, man. I mean, I banned you, like I flexed on you, sure. That was immature, but honestly, I thought it was funny as fuck. But apart from that, I don't really have an issue with you, bro.
So you gonna send me some cash app, bro? Cause my heart hurts. It was like a big stab in the chest, man.
Bro, I got you with like a nickel on Cash App. Let me know if you want to solve this beat.
I'm bringing up someone called Sofin. This one works. Sofin, are you up now? Sofin, you should be up now. Well, I'll wait for his mic to get situated, but Sean requested for Sofin to come up to talk a bit on Sean's behalf. So, at least for some of the remarks that Sean had made.
Why can't he personally come up here? Or did he give a reason as to why? Or
He just said he did not want to. He doesn't want to string this further along.
Who are
Somebody's
we
gotta
talking
use a
about?
middleman.
Oh,
Sean.
I was
Sofin,
Thank you,
you're
Crazy.
speaking now if you-
Oh my god, what's good, Sophia?
He's already here. He's on stage, but I don't think he's talking.
Honestly, I don't really see like the point in talking about this. I mean, like I guess we can if you want, but like at the end of the day, it's kind of just like we're just trolling. I mean, it really isn't that serious. Like, yeah, we said some things that probably aren't the most mature.
But you're
They
trolling
were on Roblox.
thousands of people's dollars. Like, it's not like
I really don't see where that's coming from. We made money off the game, and yeah, we're trolling Corgi, sure, but like I don't like.
He
I don't
doesn't
see-
understand where he
Well, you made
scammed.
money.
You don't think you scam people?
well,
It didn't scam anyone though. Like I mean,
Oh, so the people that spent
Widow?
money and then got rolled back and didn't get a refund didn't get scammed?
those people are all gonna get restored. I mean, we made that very clear. I made a
That's
whole
bullshit.
announcement about that.
He's lying.
So, I mean, no one really.
That's
has
a
to get
lie.
in there. And even after the game does re-release, when we're ready, everyone's gonna have all the clans that they had with and everything. As far as that whole thing goes in specific, I mean, those were people who were in old servers before they got shut down. And like, yeah, it sucks, absolutely, but it's not like we're totally fucking them over. I made an entire announcement saying that those people are gonna be restored.
it's
And
just
they
not-
are going-
it's just not a good.
That's with proof though.
It's not a good thing to be flexing money made off of a false promise. Like if you look at
Hey, what's up, by the way, White Blood?
If
you keep him, I'm like genuinely.
okay, let me
We made money off
explain.
published.
Well, let me finish, and then maybe we'll see it the same way when I finish. So, like, say another company, like say Apple, for instance, they just released an iPhone. They just promised all these features, and it barely met any of those. And then everyone bought it. Sure, Apple's gonna say like, okay, we're gonna refund you guys, we're gonna reimburse you, but that's a promise, which is like you still spent your money in the meantime. And then like if Apple was bragging about how much money they made from the initial sales after a flopped product, which did not fulfill on the promises, it's very bad practice and disingenuous to be bragging about the money, joke or not. Like it's just very disrespectful to all the people who've been banking on that game and really supporting you and made you that money. And like while they're all upset, you're bragging about it, so it's not that funny. And that's what I mean by that.
Thank you, Tony, for sub.
I mean, the only people that I could even see that point coming to is the people who paid for early access. That's about it. As far as the rest of the people who joined the game and spent their Robux on it, like they didn't. Like I feel like the only false promises that you might be talking about, or that I could like possibly see, is the people who paid for early access to the game. That's
And
about it.
that was my main big concern, because that's like the number one type of comment that I saw amongst people, amongst the player base. It's just complaining how they got scammed out of, like, again, they paid for tester early access and they didn't really get to early access anything or test anything. So it's like, you know, we kind of went over that question and really didn't pay much attention to it. But I would like to know, like, do you guys have anything in mind for them? Like, what are you going to do for them? Because this also ties into the concern prior where we talked about, you know, basically your actions and how it just seems as though you really don't care about the players. You know what I mean? Or the game itself, really.
Yeah, so I mean, the people who had bought early access, I mean, sure,
I'll
they
fix it.
definitely didn't have the best early access experience, but then again, like I said, and everyone knows, the game was rushed. I mean, the thing that people got to play in early access wasn't too incredibly different than what was on release. And like I said, though, I know the game was really rushed. There wasn't too much on release to begin with, but I mean, those people got to play for what they paid for. Like it was, like I said, it probably wasn't the best experience. I'll give them that, but I mean,
so what about the heavy criticism following the actual launch? Because apparently a lot of it was not what it was like promoted as.
what do you mean by not promoted
Okay.
as?
Whatever, I'll
I'm
just post
reading
that.
off of like what a lot of the community was saying. So if anyone else here who was more involved, like I said, I'm not.
I think what he means is we saw a game 2 years ago that looked better than the one you released.
Yeah, so the game started being completely revamped in
This
February.
guy needs
We
prison
showed some
dance.
gameplay. We
Yeah.
had people, we had content creators who recorded on the game and whatnot. I mean, if people bought after that, I mean, they saw
I need
what
my notes.
they were getting, or if they just wanted to play early. I mean, this isn't like a fucking AAA title here. If people want to play early, they bought early access. That's about it. Like, yeah, they didn't have the best experience, but then again, release wasn't the best experience either. So I don't really know what to say about that.
I think it's just the expectations, because, you know, when the game was being promoted and being seen, it was content pertaining to the old build. And then there's such a big disparity to like what the game actually is now and what had happened. And to my understanding, you could correct me if I'm wrong on this, but there was no communication to give us the impression that this is a completely new game, completely, like, I mean, you guys use the word revamp, but to be honest, guys, like, let's be real here. Like, it's not like you're revamping the game to make it better. This is like you degraded the game. The game's worse. Even the UI, like even in the creator chat, and I'm not trying to like say anything here that I'm not supposed to say out in public, but I think I can go out and say that it's like, you know, we were told that new UI was going to be implemented. Things that I had mentioned in my video that people should have waited and not criticized, because, you know, I was told that, or we were told as creators that those things are to come. And then, like, it never came. The game just released suddenly and nothing was there. So,
Well, let's clear this up too. No one's. I'm not, or else I won't speak for everybody, but I'm not pinning you for missing stuff on release. You know, shit happens. Like, I'm a developer, I know that. Like, stuff can go sideways. I get that, especially on launch. It's stressful, especially if you rushed it. The thing I'm coming at you about is the comments you made after, which I thought were very disingenuous for the people that were supporting you and the people that actually put money into it. It's like it's not the right time for a joke. Like, and to also stick by that, I think is very disingenuous. So that's specifically.
Thank
Also,
you
off of that,
to those who sent me
it
images,
does
by the
tie
way.
into what I'm saying as well, because like I said, there's a huge difference. Like, I'm telling you, if you look at the content of the game from like, again, from before when they used to sneak it, it's a very big disparity to now. So that's the scam perception. Because even when I made my video, I had said in that video, you know, I thought people, when they mentioned scam, they were talking about how I felt like, guys, did we get scammed? Like, what happened? Like, there, you know, we were told that this was gonna happen, that's gonna happen. The game releases and nothing's there, or even like, I don't know. Hopefully, you guys are seeing where I'm going with this because it all ties in all together. So I'm gonna find out. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I think
The
it
OG
does, and
Vex,
someone just let me know that a lot of testers pre-launch
Yeah, they're all
said
here.
the game was not ready.
OG
Yeah,
Vex, Sky,
right.
a few
Right.
other content
Quite a
creators.
few of those. So
Okay.
it's not like you guys weren't aware of it.
Hold
It
up.
seemed like it was more of like a silencing act to shut them up. about
Yeah, and
talking might have
That's
taken
my
that-
biggest concern is that happened and that was the original quote unquote scam. Then come to find out, you know, there was more to it, and more 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 and more. So it's like now there's like they're claiming there's a resolution, but to me it's like, if I mean, at the end of the day, look, if you guys feel like you guys got it resolved and everything, I mean, that's on them and the team, but I feel like you need to get something a lot more proper together, something a lot more concise, something a lot more clear for the community and for your investors. Because to me it's just like, yes, you had a problem with Pluto, you're not going to play Pluto, fine, but by extension you should at least, because what you're doing to, like, the wrong that you feel Pluto was doing to you, you're doing to other people, and you have a choice not to do it.
And the wrong doesn't
that-
even balance out because I didn't actually do anything. I just thought about it. Like, he actually
That's red, by
scammed
the way,
people
I think.
because I thought about, because I was quote
Wait,
unquote
no?
plotting. For
Hold up, I'm gonna rejoin that.
Thing is all
There we
this
go.
talking and all this fluffing, and then like, you guys already, I'm just gonna cut it like clear, you guys already lost a lot of interest from the community. A lot of people probably will not revisit the game, given that this is Roblox. Yes, inevitably you guys re-release and just gonna be people that play the game, but more likely than not, a lot of the affected creators are not going to cover your game extension that is already going to affect.
You got
the
a good
social
point
influence
there,
the game's
Burke.
gonna
It is
receive,
pretty
right?
difficult to ask them for a
Um,
game.
And it's just like, I don't really see, with all the shortcomings up until this point, how you guys, with this quote unquote resolution of, yes, we're going to do certain things for the like rollbacks, and then like the investors, we agreed to it, but like, how does this make this any different from what already happened? Like, to me, like, if this were to be like properly solved, and the easiest solution is, as a measure of good faith, like, what was it, 10, 20, 30K, whatever it is, right? Like, we're talking about like 10% of that. Like, that's $3,000. Like, what? $3,000? You guys can't pay that to the investors that got quote unquote scammed out? Like, that just doesn't make too much sense for me. And if you can't do that as a measure of good faith, then what makes you think that you release the game, you get, let's say, 50, another $100,000? Like, I don't know. I just don't believe it. I don't see you guys actually committing to any of the stuff that you guys are saying. But that's just my 2 cents.
Yes. So when
I
it
said the
comes
same
to,
thing.
I know Vex, you mentioned
Aha.
this earlier. When it comes to investors in specific, I'm just re-mention what you brought up earlier. Earlier you brought up how you said that we scammed them. What stops us from scamming them again? One thing I will say, and hopefully this just kind of like helps a little bit. To start off with, we didn't intend on scamming them. I already said this. We intend on scamming Pluto. I will say that. However, Ederites bought
Admits to scamming,
1%
gonna write that
of
down.
me temporary a while ago. He got that percent. Like I said, we had absolutely no intent of scamming them whatsoever. When it comes to the investors, there's no bad will against them. It was mainly just Pluto, and I gave Ederites his 1%. He got that. When it comes to investors,
Thank you, Mestrar.
we
What's up?
we understand that they're victims in this, and they're unintentional victims when it comes to that. So like, when we say that we resolve that, we did resolve that, and we do plan on sticking to it, because they weren't intended to be.
Thank you, King. What's up?
You know,
do you plan on sticking to it, or like, will you?
I just said that we plan on sticking to it.
So you will.
I just said that.
All right, word. Just have to make sure, bro. Y'all be weird with your words.
There's actually an interesting point here, which is, I mean, obviously, if you guys wanted to scam Pluto, I mean, surely he had 5%, right? He was meant to have 5%, which naturally, if you guys had a problem with Pluto, you know at least there's an investor involved with it. So, but instead you guys kind of chose to keep it to yourself. That's an interesting thing, in my opinion. Don't you think it would have been better to say like, hey, this wasn't supposed to be ours anyways, so like let's just give it to one of the investors? Like, in my opinion, I think Pluto should receive his percent, but I'm just saying that feels like
You cut out.
His mic break again.
Yeah, your shit cut out.
What's happening with this on? All right.
And by the way, I got DMs from people asking me, why are you guys talking about Javon? He has nothing to do with Grand Kaizen. I'm like,
Thank you so much, by the way,
like,
bro.
the only reason why his name is mentioned is because he owned Grand Kaizen at one point. So
Javon is quite literally the cause of like.
yeah,
That's
a lot of different
Javon's
stuff.
the culprit here.
Yeah, I just want to point out for anybody who's joining now. Like,
Else, Sky, if I may, real quick, I do think we don't know all the intricacies involved with Jovan or whatever the case is. I know that Rev and Pluto did say that he had sold Grand Kaizen for what was it, 100K to Johnny. But like he was with, as far as I'm aware, based on just that fact alone, like he's within his right to do that.
He did not own 100%. He owned 40%. And he was co-owners and decided to sell it 100%, which was not his.
Yeah, if you own 40% of the game, it does not give you right to take the other
So he just
60% and do whatever you want
That
with
shit
it.
was crazy.
So that's how Javon did the second exit scam.
And no, Jovan didn't have permission.
What if he scams
shouldn't
someone and
be
scam?
selling the game to begin with? He wasn't the only owner on it. He was the owner of the group because but that's as far as that goes. He
sold it behind like everyone's back.
Yeah,
Hopefully that clears things up.
Yeah, I said earlier he
Is
sold
still the only
100%
streamer
of
on
the
this game?
He didn't have 100% of the game.
Yep.
The developers and Pluto and Sean. It's just Johnny was nice enough to give them their percent.
So that clear things up, Fix?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
What's going on?
So I just wanted to recap.
Quick rundown. Game owners admitted to scamming and now claim they're not scamming. The game was pretty bad on release. Horrible. I still have high hopes for it, but the fact that they're admitting to scamming and had intent to scam some of this guy Pluto, he just said he had intent to scam him because apparently he doesn't believe that he owes him anything. Apart from that, simple as he owes his viewers a lot of money, a couple million Roblox.
Kaizen Derelict Seas, because it all ties back to Jovan. Jovan misappropriated $100,000 or more, or around there, in Derelict Seas in investments. He had got them, gave a bunch of false promises, and then pretty much just ran away with the money and injected it into outside things, which that money was really for Derelict Seas. So that's its whole own situation. Now, Jovan was also a owner at Grand Kaizen. He also held the group. He convinced Pluto and Sean to hold the group. So even though he wasn't the full owner, he only had 40%. He wasn't even technically the majority. He only had 40% or 50, I don't remember. Probably 40 if I remember. And then he decided to go behind Pluto and Sean's back, and Rev, I think, too. And he just sold it to Johnny for another 100K when he was not supposed to do that. He was not the only owner. He did it behind their back. It was malicious. So then Javon had profited in this whole thing like 200 grand, right? And then the rest of this 50K comes from doing Kaizen after the fact, with the money went into investments and all that stuff. And just to clear this up, Rev and Sean were not responsible for the investors, because the investors were tied to Pluto, which Pluto sold some of his percentage to get the investors. And whether or not how Pluto decided to spend that money was up to him, whether it goes back into the game or if it was just for him to have. I'm not going to make any insinuations. I'm just saying whichever, it doesn't really matter. It was, at that point, it's your money unless you had a contract stating otherwise. So that's that. And then we get to the game. We get to Rev and Sean taking Grand Kaizen and revamping it and releasing their version of it, which everyone has their own opinions about that, behind other people's backs, and non-intentionally creating victims by doing so, specifically Pluto's investors. And then obviously the release didn't go very well. They profited some money. Some
Hold on,
comments
excuse
were
me. Can you
made
bring
with-
someone up for me quickly?
Who?
Can you bring someone up? Hold on. Can I have your Discord quick? Can you bring someone up?
Who?
Bring
Hold on,
who
give me
up?
a second.
Bro hasn't said anything this
Who is
whole
the-
time. What the
Behind
fuck?
those-
Who
Yo,
is
they're
the
asking for
person-
names, dude.
Yeah, who is the person that you brought up? X to K.
Oh, I love
E
this
C
kid.
X
Yeah,
R.
bring
right
him
to
Beyond Nen on
Do
top.
not bring him up here, bro. Do not bring him up here.
Yo, what's
All right,
good,
Decay, you're
It's
up.
been a
What do
good-
you have to say?
Yo, so I've looked at this whole situation. I've been known about this whole situation of Grand Kaizen and how the whole switch from the former owners of Pixel Piece,
Yeah.
Kiwi and them, and Hell, and how it switched over to Jovan and all.
200k of
That's
drive,
cool.
technically.
But the thing is, I think this Grand Kaizen stuff, all this stuff they're saying, oh, they're gonna handle this problem and this, it's all that's all I see it as. Because look at it from this perspective. If they saw these problems for months and months in their games and they did not use their brain to fix it, and they released like that, and they know that they had these issues and they released with it.
Where's
Why do you
Beyond
think
Nen,
why do you think they care of restoring these kids? These are simple problems. All of these stuff are data stores issues, bro. So if you can't fix that to release your game, of course they're just trying to make an easy and quick bag. It's the simplest shit I've seen in my life. Roblox devs, I don't care what people say, oh, dev scam, whatever. It's just dependent on the individual. If people want to be greedy and shit, people will be greedy and shit. It's a simple fact. I don't
Especially in this community, like Roblox is filled with that.
Exactly. So a
Yo,
lot
what
of
is yapping about, bro?
a
Shut
lot,
the
a
fuck
lot.
up.
What am I?
What you talking
Okay,
about?
look, I'm
See,
gonna wait. Pause.
look-
Wait, everybody, pause real quick. We're not gonna have people saying that. So, one person speaks.
Yo,
if you
you're
decide to
Mir.
talk over somebody, you're being moved down. Okay, Decay, continue
You're
what you were
Mir.
saying.
See, let me tell you something. Rev, whatever he's saying, Rev, I've worked with Rev. I worked with Rev a year ago. He worked on my game. Cool, whatever. Rev, I saw it. I don't talk about Rev. I don't care what Ezra does. This guy is talking shit about me in Grand Kaizen. I'm getting screenshots from people. If this is someone who you don't talk about and is randomly talking shit, is this someone you want to trust? Someone who wants to yap? He's not focusing on this game. He's focusing on causing beef with people. That you should know is not somebody you can trust to say, oh, I'm going to restore the community. It's a simple fact. People will do what they want to do. If Grand Kaizen wants to go under a new management, a new turn of leaf, just because they got caught,
That's some
they want
big
to come
facts,
up here
actually.
and act like they're cool and all.
Yeah, I
but they
just
got
wanted
caught.
to say, by the way, and I told Ederight this yesterday, if nobody or if I had not said anything about Ederites losing his money and nobody caused or just started saying anything, Sean would have been like, okay, let's go for it. Let's still go with our plan, not give him the money back. But the only reason why we're here today and we're talking and Sean and Ezra, no offense, gives a fuck is because so much heat was blown on it at the time that it did. So it's like, okay, I can't escape it. I can't escape it. You know what I mean? I have to say some shit. Like, this is why we're here, right? And
I mean, I'll tell you this. It's a simple fact that, okay, people make mistakes. Okay, people couldn't keep some promises. As a dev, I've been on this platform a long time, and I've failed a long time or whatever. Cool, but like, there's no reason that Grand Kaizen should have been released like that. Not with the people that worked on the game, not that with the resources that have been put on the game. There's no excuse. There's no matter of shit you can tell me that the game should have been released in that state. That's something I can make in a fucking week. There's no fucking excuse. I'm sorry. So if y'all want to come here and lie to people and tell them, oh, we're gonna restore people and say all this stuff in announcement, is this the simplest, like, dumb announcement of apologies that people keep making over and over in the
Year of apologies.
Us as developers, I think it's time we start taking like responsibility and accountability with people who want to do dumb shit, because it's affecting our community.
And Decay, like I stated, if I would not have said anything, right, and made it a big thing, they would have just went forward and just acted like it was not an issue. Because Sean was literally saying it himself. Like he literally was in a Discord with 15 people in VC and was talking shit, saying, "Oh, the money I made could put your whole family on PlayStations. Oh, I made so much money in 30 minutes. Oh, right." Not acting like this. That isn't even his money. right? He has investors, he has shareholders, he has developers. Ezra's on percent, right? So why trust a guy like that?
Hey, let me say, all that money that all of us made is all our money. All the investors and shit, that's Pluto has that money, okay? That's all our money. What we're flexing, we didn't. I don't know, like where this misinterpretations come from. We didn't fucking scam anyone for that money.
You had our.
They did
percent.
scam people though.
Yeah,
That's
I did
what-
have your percent.
Bro's
That's your own
backing
fault
out.
though.
What about the investors? And
That's
how is
all-
it my fault? Again, like I said, I didn't actually do anything.
We already talked about it, man. I'm not gonna.
So
All right,
keep,
but
I'm,
talk
I
about.
keep look, Ref,
Yeah, it's pretty
I
bad.
keep hearing this stuff about, oh, it's not my fault, it's not my fault. You guys have responsibility in the game. I don't care if so and so percent to, oh, this investment, this and that percent. You guys are partners. Partners talk with each other. Partners work with each other. Partners are not trying to put each other under their bus just because they want to be selfish. That's the whole point. I don't care. I'm being
Rev's
jokes
just
and
pathetic.
trolling. I want to do.
I don't
talk
agree with
about in
him. I like the
community.
game
It's
idea
a simple
though.
thing. Be a good human being. Be a basic human being.
I like the game, but
Rally
I don't know about the
to
owners.
say, okay, this is someone I'm working with. He chose
Especially,
to.
and at the same time, you're playing with someone's money, right?
Exactly. These are people's livelihoods, bro.
Exactly. That's why I took it as serious as I did, because Ed, I've worked with him before. I've known him for coming on probably 2 years
Thank
now.
you, Riza.
My
I'm
friend
gonna
lost
take those and put them
$15,000.
to
Am I
use.
not gonna be mad? I have connections. I don't care about drama, but if I see a close friend I have lose so much money like that, I'm gonna say something about it, right? If I lost as much money, I know others would do the exact same thing. So I don't, you know what I mean? See
And
where.
Ezra, to be fair, Ezra, if you were gonna scam me or whatever, okay, like I was plotting for a day, fine, go scam me. There was no reason for on release. I get it wasn't intended or whatever. You guys still decided not to put my investors on release when you released the game. You decided to publish the game without my investors on release.
Wait, Pluto, pause real quick. Are
Yeah.
any of the assets that the investment money, like, did you? Okay, so
Yes, there are some
did the
assets.
investment money get used for assets that are currently in the game right now?
Yeah.
We've went over that. There's
One of my
a few-
investors, Shisui and Aduritas, have assets in game and me. 'Cause
That
I
the
funded
investment money
DK with
went for,
myself, too.
correct? Just so
Yeah,
I
investment
But
money
I
plus
wanna
personal
be-
funds of mine.
I want to be fair though, because like we went over a lot, and Drea, I think you were busy at the time. We cover most of this, and I do want to be fair, even though I think it's really disingenuous the way it was handled after launch, and it's all messy. Technically, they did not scam those investors, because those investors actually didn't invest into Rev or Sean.
They
Like,
bought
that-
percent of mine
but-
though, and were promised percent until the day of release.
But my question is, Sky, and I asked this like earlier before everybody was in here, right? If Pluto was another owner, right, apart from Sean, correct?
Let's
They all
keep
have
sending me
an
these
agreement
images.
which
I'll
they
keep bringing
talk
them in.
and they, work,
No,
whatever, right? You're telling me that Sean did not know one bit or have to agree to, okay, cool, we're taking this money, okay, he's selling his percent,
No,
okay,
I
cool, we're gonna use this
completely-
money. You get what I'm trying to say?
I completely agree with you. I know that's the case. What I'm saying is, like, on paper, he's not responsible for it. Is my point.
No, you're
The
right. I
only,
guess.
only place on paper where it gets a problem is if they're using assets, which apparently they are. But for them to, and I think like the right thing to do is be ethical and not to have went to Blue and to work with the team you had, and to respect the decisions you agreed to, even if they weren't investing to you. Like, you agreed to respect that multiple
By
times.
the way, 1 second, real bad, restart your Twitter, because that's why you're not able to be brought up. All right, Scott, continue.
Hey, Sky,
Yeah,
do you
so
mind?
I think like, what?
I just want to say that, like I said, I've already said this, but from the beginning, we had no intention of scamming Pluto or the investors.
That's
the only
bullshit.
reason
He
that
said
this
they
happened
had-
is because Pluto went behind our back.
Wait, pause. Wait.
Pause.
Hold
He
on.
said from the start that he had
say
a
the
full
line,
intention.
The exact line you just said.
I said from the start, we had no intention of scamming Pluto or fucking over his investors from the start. This all happened when Pluto stepped down.
So you scammed him because he went behind your back.
Yeah, and I actually did
Oh,
go
okay,
do
okay,
a
okay.
set of plans, by the way.
Yeah,
I
but got
plotted
it.
for the day,
Got it.
so they decided to scam me.
He went behind their back multiple times trying to talk about taking over the
And
game.
Ezra cannot find proof. It was
My
multiple.
question is, wait, pause real quick. My question is, how do two wrongs make a right?
Listen, man,
Like,
two wrongs don't make it right, but I'm not gonna keep someone who's going behind our back.
I didn't do it wrong. Like, I never went behind your back, bro. I said one time I had a plan, and I never went through with it.
Well,
Like,
to be
yo.
fair, that is causing concern. I'd be concerned if like one of my
right.
partners
That
done
doesn't mean scam me and all my investors on release after a month
I'm
goes
not
by and
saying
nothing happens.
I'm not
That's
saying
all.
what that is.
Okay,
I'm
we'll
saying-
say it like this, Rev. I'm gonna ask you because you programmed the game. How many assets, or what is like the percentile of assets that are currently in game that was paid for using Pluto's investment group's money?
Yeah, I answered this earlier, and I've like genuinely thought about it. The only two assets I can think of are Reversal Red and Lapse Blue. He says that there's
And
more.
domains and music.
Oh yeah, he split payment with Sean on some of those things, so I guess that like partially counts. But other things Pluto paid for specifically by himself, it's only two things I can think of.
Okay, yeah.
And a
well,
lot of other shit that was supposed to be on release, but wasn't like.
What I'll do is
they're not supposed to be using that. That's
I'll
not
move that,
properly.
delete that, and then I'll move that up
I
there.
think like the situation between the investment
There we go.
Pluto and then that between Sean and them, that really is like.
I'm thinking this up with the way entity.
That's how
Bro,
it's
looking good, all that. I got all them screenshots
very
sending up
objective.
to
If there
him.
was a contract
No, 100%.
outlining it, then it'd be very cut and dry. But right now, it's a matter.
Got
of
it easy, bro.
Is this person acting?
Thank you to everyone who's sending me all these
But
screenshots.
but Sky, people in this community have no morals or ethics. I'm not gonna say everybody, but it's just kind of like that.
All
Well,
of them.
in business all around, I mean, it's
Exactly.
So like that's why you kind of need to get those things written down in paper. But I still think you should point out when someone's ethically acting wrong or they're doing some wrong things, in my opinion. And I think the community has done that. And specifically, I kind of want to stay on point, at least with what I was thinking about.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think they technically scammed anyone. I think the players definitely got a really bad end of the.
Okay, guys, if you're wondering why I'm not showing you guys usernames, by the way, when I pop up these messages or anything, it's because I don't want you guys to get in trouble or any backlash or get banned for any of this, okay? So, I'm keeping you guys safe. Anyway, that's all. So I might as well push that out.
Said you were flexing it still. Like
You don't joke with tens of thousands of dollars. That's like court tens of thousands of dollars. I see the laughing emoji, but like it's a serious thing, right?
Everyone's very good.
So
I just
like if I had that type of money in my hand and I did something like that, I would be very scared because that is.
I just want to tell you guys, this is literally okay. If you guys go over to Kaizen, right? I've literally got my shit in their YouTube area. They've deleted my video. You know what I did? I reposted it with, "Oi, don't clear my shit." Okay, they're not good. Look, I understand them deleting it to try to save face. It actually makes them look way worse. So that's why they'll keep my video up until this situation's over. Otherwise, they're just gonna make themselves look way worse. It's not gonna look any better. Rev keeps catching himself on lies, so he's catching himself for us. It's beautiful.
That by himself, so I can't speak on that. You're gonna have to have John speak on that.
Hey, bro, I'm going to the group.
Thank you for the follows, guys, on Twitter. I don't really use Twitter, but thank you.
Regardless, Rev, I do think like you should have some accountability for like, bragging about it because it's nothing to be bragging about. Like, sure, if release went well, even with the other
I'll say it like this, even with like all the investor shit, like Sky is saying.
well, that's the investors, but even the way you release the game, it's like if I released a half-baked product.
Yeah, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, I try to stay as quiet, like me, right? I'd be quiet as hell as I can, because the more I talk about it, the more hate I'm gonna get, right?
Yeah, there you go. That's good.
Like if you released a bad product, right, and you're telling your community, oh my god, we made 3 million Robux in 30 minutes, the community's gonna be like, what the fuck? This is
well, it's not
we didn't spend our money for this. You know what I mean?
Yo, Gamir.
Yeah,
someone named Renori apparently has a lot of information of like what happened behind the scenes. He said he wants to be brought up. I just got.
All right, I'm gonna rotate you down because we're not gonna have more than
That's cool. That's cool.
But Rev, the point is, just like your community is really what got you there to that point to even have that money, and it's like they were pushing you forward, they really were, and then you kind of let them down, and then you kind of brag to them that you made money off of them. Like that's the part where it's kind of really just wrong, and kind of just like very bad perspective from everyone.
And then the question I have now is, right, like, well, I'm not gonna say as much as you because it was more Sean Jones talking, but how do you guys as developers expect to make another game and have people trust you and spend money again if
beautiful.
This was like as
best
big
line I
of
could have
an
heard.
outlierish call as it was, right?
I'll be back.
Like, do you think people are gonna want to spend hundreds of thousands of Robux in any game that you make in the future due to the fact of like how bad GK turned out? No offense to you, like I don't think you're a bad developer or anything, but the situation is pretty fucked. Excuse my language. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I agree with you, and I totally understand that. But I mean, from the start though, I mean, I used to really care about the game. Like, I wanted the game to be super unique. But after being the only one that really cared about it for a long time, I just kind of didn't really care anymore. And I've kind of viewed it as like this game's gonna make me money to begin with, so I can use this as a stepping stone for something in the future. But I mean, this did blow up to be a lot worse than I expected. I mean, I knew the shit was gonna go down when we decided to make a new game with Johnny not being on it. But I mean, to be honest, it kind of just, it is what it is. I feel like that's a valid point. I don't really have too much to say about that. But I mean,
So no remorse.
Just to be clear about this, and you probably should worry about this a little bit. Doing Johnny wrong. What?
You guys pulled up the wrong speaker. I don't think it's Unreal. I think it was Ren that was supposed to be up here.
Oh, wrong person. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, Rev, the thing I was saying was you should be very careful with how you tread, especially like with the move you pulled. Like, sure, with Pluto, fine. But, you know, if you're messing with Johnny like that, like, he has a lot of money to back himself and like go after you guys because he does have a lot of proprietary right to a lot of that work, and especially like with how that was. So like you guys.
There's Johnny, sue him, buddy. Do it for all of us, sue him.
Things there, and if he does decide to do that, that's what I'm saying. You should
That'd be
probably
fun.
try and make it right with him. So,
Yeah. Renori, you have some things you want to say before Rev comments real quick?
Yeah, I just had some questions, you know. I feel
Yeah.
like
Ignoring your
this
testers,
argument-
that's wild.
I feel like a lot of this argument's been like, you know, morals versus ethics, right? And we like when you argue that, I feel like you're not really gonna get anywhere. It's like I feel like we gotta ask more, you know, direct questions. Like, Rev, like, what exactly are you gonna do to, you know, like, what is the plan for the game? Do you guys have a plan for the game? Because anybody can realistically say, oh yeah, we're gonna close this game down. We're gonna work on it for this on this.
Even Fotang is in here.
Not to, I don't have any bad blood against Jovan or whatever, but like, he sold these
That's
games.
beautiful.
He has other games, you know, under his belt. Like,
Fotang's got a nice
he has
game.
definitely
I like
come
his
out
game.
And he's gone doing whatever, and he's made.
Can't be a
similar
content
promises-
creator in it though,
similar
sadly.
promises to the ones you're making now, and it's just like, whatever you're, to me personally,
Staff don't
whatever
like
you're
me that
saying
much.
means literally absolutely nothing because, like I think Vex said earlier, once a person scams, like you kind of tell the character, and
well, following up too with
Look at his spam. That's
fact
super.
of
How do you do
what said, Rev,
emotes?
was probably really bad to say that you just now have no motivation for the project, you don't care about it as much, and it's a stepping stone. So I think that gives more power to whoever just asked that. That gives way more power to what you just said, and your response now, if you're going to say otherwise, it's going to seem like if you're going to say, no, we are going to deliver, blah, blah, blah. You just called it a stepping stone project, and stepping stones are like thrown away. It's just.
But my question is, how is it a stepping stone project if you put so much into marketing for it, right? Like, you have tens and tens and tens and tens and tens of content creators who are so hyped and excited. You have thousands of players who are hyped and excited. You marketed
I'm a
this
fan
game
of
as the biggest
Fotang's
franchise
game, not him.
for
by
a
the way.
year, by the way, to release on the platform. And this is what we got. You know what I mean?
Like, before he answered, I think you know, to interject here, I think the thing is that on Roblox as a platform, or in the online space in general, is like there's no repercussions for any of these actions, because it's like we're all talking here and we're all having this conversation, but at the end of the day, like, what are the repercussions? What stops this from happening?
Someone can take you to court. That's happened a few times. At least
Why
in
is it-
your orbit.
Of course, but with the lightheartedness that's going on here, like, nobody's taking this really seriously, or as serious as
What's happening?
People who are financially involved. So like Jameer and I and anybody else who weren't actually fiscally involved in it, we wouldn't do anything, obviously. But we can talk about it. But as for like Ederites or Johnny, and technically even Pluto, it depends on them. Like if they would actually want to pursue something like that. But apparently it's been made right. So I don't think.
Yeah, that's where I was really trying to, you know, put my finger on here. Like,
Yeah, how do you do
there's
emotes
just-
on Twitter?
There's just been a lot of nothing being like. I appreciate what you guys are doing here. Like, this is like good stuff, but there's been a lot of nothing said like for the last hour so far. We just kept on circling back and forth. Rev, I don't think anybody knows. Rev hasn't answered a single question. He's been, you know, let me find the word for it. He's been beating around the bush for the last hour. I think Corgi asked him a question about something, and he says, "Oh, I don't have any beef with you, Corgi." Like, that wasn't even the answer to the question. he said nothing for the last hour, and nobody. I feel like nobody has noticed, but like me. He's
I've
been
No, I've
noticed.
been
rambling
paying.
on
I've
and
been
on.
paying. I've been paying attention.
Not
That's
a
why I've been
single,
kind of asking
not a
a lot
single
more serious
question
questions.
that he's been asked has been answered. He just says the same thing over and over and over and over again. And
Okay, well, to be fair, we're also running around in circles here. I don't really have.
I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't
Guys,
know why we're
let me
doing this.
let me mention.
If you want to argue semantics,
Guys, I want.
Guys, I want.
And his mic broke again.
Yeah, Reno, I was about to answer your question, but obviously, I just.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Also, oh wait. To answer this question first. Also, how old are you?
I'm 20 right now. I just turned 20.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you restate your question, like, just so I know exactly what
I
you
said,
said?
what is the actual plan? Like, at the end of the day, what are you going to do? Because I'm not sure if you're a developer or not, but what are you going to do to get this game out?
Yeah. So,
Nothing.
What I will say is Sky brought up something as well, so I'm gonna address that first, and I'll say exactly what my plan is. Sky brought up the fact that like using this game as a stepping stone, how I don't actually care for it. I have no passion for it. I just want to say that's not true whatsoever. Yes, I view this game as a
That came out of your mouth, word for word.
Literally came out your mouth. You
Yes.
said you were demotivated on. You didn't really care about it as much
Calm
anymore.
down.
You got caught.
I never said about it. I said that I did use it as a stepping stone. I do view it as that. If you give me
Calm
just
down.
a second, I can say what I mean by that. Okay. All I said, I do view it as a stepping stone because
It is a stepping
I
stone.
care about this game a lot. I'm not saying
Fuck
I don't
yeah.
care about it at all anymore. I'm saying I view this game as a stepping stone because it's a point where I can make money to work on projects in the future.
So you're using it as a stepping stone because you don't care about it.
I've
Got
worked
it.
on this game for a long time now. The
Oh, you
entire
have?
game, like this is
I've
my
seen
game.
the
I made
assets.
this game from the start. As
That
far as
bullshit?
coding wise goes, I run the entire development team. It's not that I don't care about the game whatsoever, and
Sounds like you haven't touched the development
that's
team.
simply not true. I've put so much time and effort into this game. I have scripted the entire game.
That's
And
bullshit.
You speak more clearly then, because when you say
And choose better words, because
when you say you used to care, it implies that you don't, or at least you don't really care as much anymore, which you obviously.
so it's like you're basically like stumbling over your conversation.
I'm gonna interject real quick. See, I'm not really a fair guy, so I'm just gonna call you out. Whatever you're saying right now is like just straight up bullshit.
Thank you.
Let's use the definition of this word you keep saying. You keep saying stepping stone. Everything you just said was like a keystone. You said this is your project. This is something you love to do. This is something you want to do. That's a keystone project. But you're saying
Oh, the game ain't go
doesn't
back,
make
man.
any sense whatsoever.
We're currently
You're
witnessing it
saying
unfold.
Absolutely nothing again. It doesn't mean anything. What are you gonna do?
My
to get
question,
this project out?
Renord, before you continue, my question is, I have like one more. I have one more.
Bacon, if you talk about the game that I was planning on release, I'm still waiting to get more devs. There's no devs available for hire until next year.
Agree with this.
And even then, it's going to be a shit show getting them.
You know, Jujutsu Kaisen game.
My current
That's how it was
devs are
marketed.
all on
It wasn't
new
marketed as an
projects.
unfinished game or a game that was gonna have like a little bit of content just to get us
Another
there.
game's
It was
off the
marketed
wall
as this
money
big,
wise.
giant front page game that everybody was gonna love, kind of like Grand Clover in a sense.
Where
you know what I
that,
mean?
though? Where did I as like the next big Jujutsu Kaisen game? It's one of like the only two that are really in the works. It's like it's us and Jujutsu Infinite. I'll say that, but like I think like I cannot recall me saying the next big Jujutsu.
Here, I'll take Rev's side on this. Like I haven't seen anything in specific in recent months that has promoted the game as the next big. Like I mean, the name itself implies that it's grandiose because it's Grand Kaizen, right? But I have game itself. Like,
Yeah, well, actually, by my personality,
be big and
Oh.
best, like Jujutsu Kaisen game. Like I personally, with the hype around the game from a couple years back, this was like the Jujutsu Kaisen game, right? So I personally believed, even when I made a video about it, I was like, this is it. Forget Jujutsu. This is it. Grand
I mean,
Kaizen.
Vex. I mean, here's my question from a content creator's perspective, right? In everybody's mind, right? This was the one, right? Like the main. Right. You get what I'm trying to say? The
Oh,
main.
in my mind. I don't want to cut you off, but I
Yeah,
don't.
go ahead.
I don't want to divulge too much.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
I don't want to divulge into semantics. Like keeping on what someone had asked Rev, which is a very important question right now because if it brings into question Rev's motivation on the project and how he actually views it, and Rev, the impression you were giving at first seems like absolutely different as to what you're saying now. And if you don't view it as something you really care about anymore, as you said at the beginning, then that's cause for concern to the people who did inject money into it and the people who are still even wanting it. So it's like going against what you.
Someone explain what's going on here. Thank you, Parker, with a sub. Alright, I'm gonna cut off here and I'm gonna explain real quick, do a quick run back. Rev has been caught on scamming people, including his own devs. He did admit to there was a plan behind scamming people, and he has mentioned in previous calls on theories and plans and how he would scam. I posted plenty of images in the group chat here of different stuff, so if you want to join that and take a look, it's on Twitter. Pretty simple. People spent money, they got scammed. Content creators were getting taken down. Personally, I have hope for the game, not for the owners and devs not for the owners themselves. The devs seem okay. I'm against the owners more than anything else. The game seems okay. The original version of the game, after the revamp, it went to complete dog shit. The idea of the game is great, in my opinion. The way that they actually implemented, though, was utter trash and a waste of everyone's time and money, as well as, yeah, they scammed millions of Robux, man. Which, you know, Robux is expensive now, or more than what it was before, so, yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
The thing that I want out of this game is money. That's what I mean when I say a stepping stone. I can put that.
He wants money from the game, there you go.
I just kind of came to the realization that, like, what I wanted.
Yeah, he's still in this call. He's right next to me.
Change. However, I have been working on this game for a while now. The entire code base is mine. I've been like the main person doing everything for the past 9 months. I put passion into my work. I care about what I've done, and I don't plan on letting that go to waste. So it's not that I don't care about the game and I'm just gonna abandon it and let it die. That's not what I'm saying. I do view it as a source of money for a later project, but it's not that I don't care about it, because I put a lot of time and effort into it. And
Yeah, you can see a lot of people are seeing this.
Okay, that's fine. I just do want to point out though, like when you first had responded to that question the first time and you brought up the stepping stone, no one cut you off. You had finished talking and then you muted. Then you continued to emote, so no one cut you off. You just finished your sentence there. So, and this is all recorded too. I don't know if you know that. I didn't even know that it was, but anyone can replay this back. So
yeah, it's just for anybody who is not here. So
now you've cleared it up. I mean, whether people believe you or not, it might be a little hard just because of the wrong word usage and how like
the wrong word usage. Good one.
Bro, Rev, I'm sorry, bro. This is so ass, bro. Oh, I don't know if anybody cares when I swear. This guy literally, I've asked the question twice. Sky's asked it twice. He hasn't answered it one time, and he's still spamming emotes. This nigga doesn't care, bro. He's a scammer. Like, why are we giving him any benefit of the doubt? This nigga doesn't care.
He
you guys will never see.
JJ Infinite. I don't give a fuck. Every games I worked on is a steaming pile of garbage. They still made more money for me than you'll ever make.
Bro, you guys will never see Grand Kaizen ever again. I promise you, that game is never coming. You'll never see it again. He doesn't care. He's gone. He doesn't care. He's a scammer, bro. He's not even defending himself.
Thank you. This guy's got it. This guy's got it.
If you're not gonna listen to what I'm gonna say, then that's fine, bro.
Bro, we've given you.
We've been listening. We've been listening for like the past hour.
Bro, they've given you ample time to speak for the last hour, and I've asked you the question twice, and Sky's reiterated it twice, and you haven't said shit. Bro.
He reiterated it.
Just
in
answer the
ways,
question.
by the way.
Stop saying I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And this. Just answer the question we gave it to you. What are you gonna do, and how is the game gonna come out, and how are you gonna reimburse all these people? What are you gonna do?
I've answered this question 3 times.
Thank you for the sub, by the way. Recent speed.
Say that.
Speak.
All I said that I plan on keeping on working on the game. I answered how we're gonna reimburse the players who lost spins due to being.
This isn't JJ Infinite. Jujutsu Kaisen Infinite isn't viable right now because of Roblox's terms. So it's not their fault. They didn't scam anyone. Everyone who bought the game has been happy. Because they got given a shit ton of spins and other in-game items. They got given a bunch of stuff to make them happy.
Real quick, everybody else, just
Trust me, I'm one of them.
Personally, I feel like the release went.
No matter what, I get curse of choice.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Okay. Anyway, you can continue.
Yeah, you were asking Rev, and Rev, I think what he's asking you is what specifically are you planning on doing? Not just to launch the game, but what specifically are you gonna do and change to get there to get it to a state? Specifically, what are you gonna do? Not generals.
Yeah, so we already have the majority of this planned.
Oh, mother!
Obviously,
I'm gonna
there
slap
were
him.
some major bugs on release. So I mean, we've already fixed some of them.
They've
Some
already
occasional,
faked some of them? No way.
glitches have already been fixed. There's
Oh,
like 5
fixed.
fucking
Wow,
bandits on the map.
pronunciation.
So that's hopefully we can come up with some more of that because the main content in the game right now is bandit beating. I mean, the game is a bandit beater. That's just what it is. Like I'm not gonna.
All I'm hearing is him bullshitting about the progress. Ah, sorry, I had a bit of a cough there, boys.
That's what the game is. What it is. Okay, like yeah, it's rushed.
It is what it is. It's a scam.
So we're gonna
Continue.
fix those bugs. Just make the game playable.
Playable. Yeah, you failed at that one, didn't you? Very hard. I can make a playable game way better than what you can. That's sad.
For what we plan on doing on updates.
From what I heard,
Oh my god, Camo, piss off! Oh, that comment's beautiful. Rollism.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. All you have to do is go through your transactions. I mean, that's all we need.
which is fine, but so you're telling me you're going to go through hundreds and hundreds. I think the game peaked at 40K players, and let's assume
It was 30. It was 30K, and then it dropped to 15. And then dropped
Okay,
to
30K.
0.
Let's assume half of those people bought something in that game. You're gonna go through all of your transactions, even those that could possibly be fraudulent. You're gonna go through all those transactions. You're gonna reimburse all those people.
So, as far as the data loss goes for people that were gonna restore it, the data loss happened within minutes of the game releasing. It was people that were in an old server. We realized that those people were in an old server and we shut down. But that happened within, I want to say, like 2 minutes of the game being released. There's really
That's bullshit.
A lot can happen in 2 minutes though. This is a freshly released game that peaked at was going upwards from 10K plus. That's a lot of people all at once. A lot can happen in 2 minutes.
Exactly, and we plan on restoring all those people. But it's not like the game was up for an hour. People spent like so much money. Like every single player spent money. Like
That's not true.
that situation.
Yeah, no, false.
Like 2 minutes.
How much money did you make? 3 point...
I'm not gonna lie.
He made 3.7 million Robux in 30 minutes, so he's bullshitting his ass off.
Not saying because you won't. It's just not possible to restore all those people. There's so many people that can easily lie. So many people can fake it. You're not restoring all those people, bro. You're gonna. Even if this game is even real, bro. Let's assume in some fairy tale land this game is ever coming out again. You're not gonna be able to restore all those people, and even if you do, you're gonna do some bullshit like, oh, everybody gets 5 extra spins when the game is out, or you get 2 times XP or something really fucking dumb. You're not restoring all those people. It's just not possible. I think there's been games.
Possible. We have a whole staff team that has everything.
Bro, you have a whole dev team and you haven't made a good game. You have 5 quests and they're all bandit beaters. You haven't done anything.
What does this have?
And you want me to believe your staff team can fucking restore? I'm not buying it, bro.
My bad. Okay, let me pause. I think Renori is just frustrated, just like a lot of.
I'm not frustrated, bro. He's literally lying to our faces, and we're letting him. He's literally just. He's been yapping for an hour, and he hasn't answered a single good question. And everything he said in this one instance where we.
Yeah, I'll raise it. Give me a sec.
Because I don't want to run around in circles. If you ask him a question, he did give you an answer, whether you believe it or not. He did give you an answer.
But here's the thing about that answer though. That's such a dumb broad answer. He's being accused of scamming, and you want me to believe like this broad answer that he gave?
Well, what's the point in asking a question if I don't? Because in your head, I don't think there's anything he could possibly say which is going to
exactly.
There is something there. You know what? You know what's crazy? There is something he can say. All he can. This is the realistic answer. I don't know how we're gonna be able to restore all these people, but we're gonna try our best.
That's true.
That's a realistic.
Okay.
He's saying I am for sure going to restore all these people.
Okay. Look, everybody, look. Okay, like we're going around in circles. Okay, take a pause real quick. Take a breather, okay? Renori, you said as much as you possibly could have said, right? Now, let's see what Mills has to say. So it's not just you know what I mean, saying everything. But if you did ask the guy a question, he answered it, just move on. That's how these things go, okay? And that's it. All right, Mills, what do you have to say about this?
First of all, I request that Jameer, you don't take me off, even if I say something you're not interested in hearing.
Oh, go ahead. I don't know. There's in cursive.
So first of all, I want to point out how Ezra is a fraud scripted. So this guy has basically made nothing in the game. I think the combat system was not made by him, right? Is that right? Ezra?
Just keep going. That's okay. Yeah, Red, before you say anything, just
say whatever you have to say, man.
He pretty much just polished the game a bit and then set it up for release.
even
Very
though
quiet.
it's ready. I was first to test it, and multiple testers were telling him that.
You're covering your mic with your name.
Oh yeah, I've just realized that. My bad.
Okay, continue.
So the game was never ready for release, and he clearly rushed it for Christmas just to make a few $1,000s. The game, as he put Game Passes for sale before it was public, just so you could make a few sales. So that's quite fraudulent.
Okay, do you have like a valuable question? Like one
No, I
question?
do want to
that...
point out one thing though.
Okay.
I think YouTubers should stop promoting games that are clearly cash grabs, and then bashing games like Red Seas where you're actually trying to make good content on Roblox.
I understand that kind of.
So I know
that is a whole nother argument. Not while we're here, but
No,
I
but
definitely get
you
what
do
you're
have to
saying.
say this. You do have to say this because this whole thing, I blame on YouTubers. They're just trying to ride hype instead of actually promoting games that do have potential.
Okay.
But we're promoting games that have potential.
Yeah, stay on topic.
Personally, if a game looks like a cash grab, I point it out like I have right now. I guess not all content creators are the same.
You said I could speak for him. So, and this kind of ties into you and Sean. So, you guys say you made things right now. Sean said you guys aren't responsible for reimbursing
I know you saw
them for the profits made on that release day. However, if they contributed fiscally to any assets that you had in the game, even if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, those do contribute as well. And they, in a court of law, if they wanted to take it that far, you would have to reimburse them. So, like, would you take that liberty of doing that? Because stuff they paid for ended up being in the game.
Class action lawsuit, right there.
Well, no, but like the stuff they paid for ended up being in the game. I think you should reimburse them for that day, and it's probably not. It's a fraction of what you made. I feel like it'd be pretty penny picking to like.
Yeah, this guy is a
keep that to
penny picker.
yourselves. Especially if they had some interest in
This
it.
isn't really up to me. The
Rev, I'm
entire
talking
thing
about.
between the investors is between Sean Pluto and the investors.
Okay, where is Sean at, Rev?
What's your opinion? I'm curious about your opinion on it.
Yeah, where is Sean?
I mean, if like he said that here, honestly, I don't even know everything that's happened. I don't really know what to say.
Well, I just gave you the context. It's like a yes or no. Like, do you think they should be reimbursed for that one day that the game was out? At
Yeah,
least
sure.
they're a fractional proportion of what their percentages are.
Yeah, sure. I don't really know like what Sean and them have agreed to, but if they're back on percent and like everything's been resolved there, then I mean, why
So
not?
they should be reimbursed. Okay. All right. Well, at least you agree. So. Okay. I mean, that was the last question I had. I think we're running in circles now, and I think
Here we are. We
all
should
just like semantics. So I think we should probably wrap this up. But
No, I think for the first time we're not actually running in circles because we're actually pressing him for an answer and he's unable to respond, so we're the only ones speaking.
I
well,
gave
you
you
responded to
I'm
what I
not to believe it.
and like we've covered. I mean, this space has been going on for a while now. We've
Yeah, it does.
everything that's happened. Anything that's going to be semantics, like
Okay, so before we end off, because everything that has had to be said has been said. If you just got here, you can read
Christmas
the
Eve.
entire
What a
thing.
Christmas Eve, guys.
Before we do end off, does anybody on the stage want to say anything that is currently up here? Sage, Corgi, Pluto, Vex, Rev, Ederice, Sky, Renori.
Yeah,
is it-
real quick.
I have something to say, but I'm
No,
actually
go
gonna be.
for it.
I'm gonna be
Oh.
nice. I'm gonna be nice.
Okay, cool. All right.
Just in general, like just to everybody listening, you know. Like first off, I want to say whatever that guy said. YouTubers have influence, but let's not confuse the two here. Like, I don't want anybody to feel like YouTubers have some kind of negative impact in the game. Like, they didn't really affect anything here. So anybody who heard that was just cap. So don't believe that. But I just want to say in general, like when you're making a game, either it be Banner Beater or something else, like you know if your game is ready or not. Like if you're purposely going out of your way to sell testing and add game passes, get all these microtransactions in, and the core of the game isn't done, you kind of already know that, and you should. And this is like to all developers, you should try your best to avoid that in general, because at the end of the day, you're going to be in a situation like this where you won't be able to have a real answer to any of the questions people are asking you, because this is you're the only one you and your developers are the only ones with studio access. So at the end of the day, it all has to deal with you, and like as much as you try to talk your way out of it, you are still responsible for literally everything. So when you come down and you're like making all these jokes, quote unquote jokes, where you're saying, "Oh, I made this much, I made this much," it not only does it show badly on you, you just look like you have no idea what you're doing. And I know the way Roblox is, people are always going to come back. There's always going to be somebody that's going to come back. There's always going to be kids who don't know anything about it, and they're always going to come back and play. But like, just think about it when you're making a game. Like, don't be like these like people. Like, I know somebody got scammed or whatever, but everybody here is in the wrong. It's just in different skills. You should not invest into a game or work for a game and then plot to scam them or take something from them. It doesn't.
Okay, let's just pause here. Anything over $1,000, make a contract, please. If you're not above the age of 18, have your parents do whatever. If you're receiving that much money, do a contract. Like it's Roblox now is not the platform where you can trust everybody with your money, bro.
Right? Or like just be a decent human being. Like, we're all like, I don't think all of us are like in our 30s or whatever. Like, just be normal. I feel like this is a platform where literally everybody can thrive. There's there isn't a cap on how much Robux you can make. You can literally make as much as you want. There's no reason to be like this poor and hateful person where you just feel like, oh, this guy did something bad to me, so I'm gonna take away all
so
of it.
he did scam a shit ton of people and then bragged about the money he got. He is claiming that he plans on reimbursing everyone when it is actually impossible to reimburse everyone, just due to the fact that so many people hopped on the game at once that so many people would lie about being scammed, to the fact that he's just bullshitting to that point.
People, this is very commonplace.
Also, he openly admitted on chats that he scammed to like as a flex before banning certain people. There are DMs and photos of that.
We swept under the rug,
which were brought to light, and he's saying that he was just joking.
Again, if it's within your means, take legal action. Reach out to people for content coverage. I assure you, with how well drama does, there is going to be a YouTuber that will cover your story. You know what I'm saying? And I advise a lot of you guys that if you go through these type of situations in the future, speak out on it, contact people, see if they can even make a video around the situation. Because, like I told you, I made my video on the situation, and like 50 people made videos. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the first one to make it, but it's a ripple effect. So if you want coverage in this type of situation, if unfortunately, you happen to be in it, contact people and get it out there, because again, it's up to the people involved whether or not they want to take legal action. But by setting a precedence, it does act as a deterrent, so people in the future don't go about scamming people out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. And
exactly.
Yeah, and again, two wrongs don't make a right. So just because don't go out there being like, well, you know what, I got scammed, so I'm scam everybody now. Like that.
Exactly.
You know
exactly.
What I mean?
Yeah. Sky, you want to say anything before we end this off? Thank you, Vex, for coming up. I appreciate it.
No, I just I hope we gave
Vex's profile picture actually
as possible. At least I hope I did.
Yeah.
I appreciate everyone coming on here and talking. A lot of you seem very cool.
Yep. All right. Well, you guys should all get back to your development and making your games. Please make them look nice. Number one rule, again, with transactions over $1,000. $1,000 may seem little to us black people, but it is a lot of money in this world. Make a contract, have it signed. You'll be safe, and the person you're dealing with will be safe as well. That's about it. I gotta go do things. Sky has to go do things. I appreciate all the speakers and whatnot and everybody's opinion brought forward. Y'all have a good day, and let's continue to, innovate and whatever. So that's about it. All right. Peace.
That's that. No, okay, so first of all, more money than the $1,000 was spent. They're just giving that as an example. So 3.7 mil Robux to USD. Robux USD calculator. Here we go, Robux. This was just in the first 30 minutes, okay? 270, 3,700, 37,000. Geez, my brain's hurting. I'd say 3.7 mil, right? 3,700,000, right? This was the first 30 minutes of transactions. 46 grand was made in the first 36, USD wise, right? In the first 30 minutes, way more was made, by the way. Way more was made later on. That's how much got scammed at that little bit. It was kind of wild. They also scammed their investors, the people who invested in their game, and they said that they had the intent from the start to actually scam some of them as well. So it's not just that. Covering anything, if you guys have any issues or anything, just feel free to DM me. My DM's always open. I can cover anything that you guys need to. If it's really horrific, I can make a video about it, just get some notice on it. But apart from that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Guys, I'm gonna give you guys an invite to my Discord, just so it's easier to contact me, as well as not just to contact me, but we're gonna be in a podcast for a little bit. So if you want to join the podcast and say hi to everyone in the chat, feel free to join. We will bring some people up to talk in the VC, not a lot of people, of course, because you know, I think we should limit how much people we have in there, just so it's not a whole hellhole. But yeah. Alright, beat on back. Alright. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy the outro, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you, newcomers. Bye.